and look at the different perspectives and Central for Far issue free. If you know, sir, you would want to deal with selected media houses, let us know. Because elections never know. What we don't want, they say, a bedroom bra, ye mind Central for the headquarters of the Electoral Commission, then the Electoral Commission would say, look, ye fa a media houses, be a dupe. They will be the people to transmit whatever. And they did same. Only year being 2020. And it looks as if you're not changing. In 2020, when you remember, when we were there to go and cover the declaration, they told us some selected media houses and you. So the remainder, young country, and they never allowed us to enter the premises of the Electoral Commission. That selectivity must stop. That selectivity must stop. The EC, Mami Jen Mensa, that selectivity must stop. Based on then, what are the criteria?
Yes, our selection. I would.
What are the criteria? Of course.
I would really want to know. And I do understand. Say there are media houses that you might say so. Oh, they are unprofessional, and I say omoba, asema obeka no muko twisteno, and all that. I understand. Say ebia bibisa. I understand. So obeka say obi a media house be a unlicensed. And you know you don't see why you need to work with them. So I want to know criteria mu usua mu de select media houses mu person mu ba isi ho be cover. I understand that if there are 300 media houses, obviously omo nko isi ho, the space will be too small. Until you would want to do a selection. I want to know then combine so no mu fa EDSR selection.
Happy 90.9 FM also good to attend in the Happy Morning Show, your morning companion. And so said and we would want a bit of explanation from the Electoral Commission as to why some journalists were at the premises of the Electoral Commission and cover a press conference about Pusika issue. No? And there was an explanation given by Ora as a bossman. Or the Inchiremu by and Ra Sauti Happy Casiaba. I didn't Chimunina at 2 and pay a bit of solution. Kakra, ewo jumadi ne so. Robert Fati Shaiboli at Tanzania Prince Uba Kwa in Brana Tanzania meeting fidi na chi ne frem kwa Joseph Adankwa. Abujafo mama mwache mama kwa ba.
Mejo so sefa.
This apon boko de. Edo ba de ase. De no hu edo bokrata no mu a ase wani ewum sa.
Eye de ekoso ewo Central Region eba
insu sem no. Enra no musu.
Resident ni bi ene Ghanaian Times akasa.
And no musu, they were crying.
Oshe Ora, your friend Nicholas Benny, or expressing a frustration about the water situation in the metropolis. And Athens will indicate is a home pan, a rare your friend or Docas a hatchful, and also a chirimu akase, or no dear ni local food joint or yeno. A brandy abre is answer erratic air water supplier. Affecting a jumana way and papa pana or spending hours now the cheap in sua pacho in suo peno a potable air water
open supano de air and said the bay a man for
said the bay and crofo a home uncoca a brandy back your friend a year than a quick no dear or wed na a mina and no chirimu say 3 weeks in it there be once a day no and so no about 3 hours. Into 3 hours, no, so we fear watcher and yadia. Obey so chess a unco a juma. Nina necessary. He man a year treatment a year planting. A sign galam sainty and they intimate treating so to dwa a Bema Central Region.
Mahu video be almost say if it looks like obiting if you net a dining cave in. It was chaotic. Meshe video na mamo. It was chaotic.
Takwa.
It is not like so. It looks as if say assassin in na asesi na konkon.
Yeah.
Because omwe tutu ase no. Assassin no omwe tutu ase ni nyina. Enti sesi ano konkon ho. Otu fear. It can just cave in.
But that's really, really serious. But it's not just about talk anymore. Yentumi ntena ho nyemhwe ha ne yemfa ya no nkeka saa keke. Se yetena ho ne yemhwe ha ne ye adwene se ye dia no ka na it tells us say oman no ho dono nheda niyemu. Because if indeed we are building this nation for posterity in Trima, we will be acting right. We will be doing right by our own self.
See, the havoc Galamsey Ereke mining, illegal mining, the havoc air course and we yet Kraha, so we might not appreciate the extent of the devastation. But let me say, if Galamsey Emma Yawunkwala with all kinds of deformities and I say illnesses are
deformities.
You better transfer omo abakolebu. Na kolebu show omo a wo kwa omo ka kire o say wo de ne malaria into Kope hospital for
nako.
Wo bedu rage no na ho nso ayema. So if you are sitting in Accra thinking that emfa ho a ebekọ na abenye ho. Omo wo Cape Coast a omo nsuo eho abaye asem no. Yanhwe ni ye eventually no na o say ye fa nsuo fie ha.
Ne dia ko.
E de komo na wo so wa short.
Na nsuo na wo ha no wo so.
Exactly. So you might think that it is far from you. But the rippling effects, you know, ebedu so.
Nsuo na wo ha no wo so. Yes, yes. Yes.
Into bet na Accra ha. Ubenya effects of Galamsey.
Well, we'll try as hard as we can and work the lines to yene empanyu more central region everything come out because enra uti happy kasebo what he say one more yenu no more mfimfini mantem Cape Coast group no mu pino ano enana omu ebobu omu tete se enenu omu chia sana omu akwa kopensuo obi kura aka se aw edie opa ayichew opa omampanyi na nadan kwa kufu ado chelsea se go betimi etu ho anama na otimi aboa anka aniji ebetumi aba so that's the same. So that's the question.
Okay, so the presidency beto na mpanso minor communities no obi ato abetiano minor community obi ato abetiano which means asem na okan no
anyo de omani anye
enti enei ofre na dempa oyo mampani de enti obi abetimi afre no enti enei ofre na dempa na omeyene.
So let me ask the presidential aspirant one more my imagine say ompoko gutina amagana for ato omuso aba no. We need clear-cut strategic approaches to deal with illegal small-scale mining.
Obia usuro sabre untimi meka bibia mfa ho.
Pacho, and you see, oh, Ghana, you know, team, and none of you should be concerned because on Saturday, I won't class your thing crying. Why do you also on Saturday, you're safe? But on Saturday, I won't class in a bedroom, no could be was
two major political parties. What is so be can be biafa?
And so that's why we're asking. That and nothing I will see beside none of
because
what is their clear-cut approach to dealing with illegal small-scale mining? At least
when they get power, they will have a.
But at least, you was a Mampanyin and Adam Kakufado tried, attempted to do something. Or you're not going to be BB, and I'm a boy. So, I'm 1% Ghana for 2 Moswaba, no be Mampanyin for our Maimuno. Or clear-cut approach to dealing with illegal small-scale mining. Any day, Menka's community mining the cake out. Because remember, community mining has been introduced by this government. Is it really dealing with the issue? No, it is not dealing with the issue. No. So it tells us that there is an underlying cause, underlying root cause that we are not attempting to really take a critical look at.
Sefa, the real licensed companies, conglomerate, or more mining, because gold new from Ghana exporting,
yes. Yes.
But say acquiring what first to gold in a way that doesn't cause the
environmentally
kind of
sustainable. Yes.
Illegal mining causes.
Yes.
And to say ano, omo ye illegal mining, omo problem ankasa den.
Unemployment.
Na some me am unemployed. Intimene nam krom na me ye dia me pana. No, we cannot make some of these excuses. If you think, say, mining na business a pese o ya for right channels ni mu na koye because obi na we losing the twins no obi na wanyem afem awu afa ne ho afa ne ma ama ne ma na koto pit mu ewu no because one fool excuse me akotu eyi tokro a wan kata so etu ni gold ko so nye o so we nya eko ejesi ho because you are unemployed now omunim how much money people need to survive yenyina ye nam na ye de epe. Let's not condone illegality because hardship ho. We like doing that. Uko social media areho. Let's not always say, and our politicians are stealing money, you know. Why can't really? Is that the kind of society we want?
No.
Abranta minima de be share no mo ko bubu monumenti. Na ma kwachi na mo nam social media ka say politicians are stealing money where am kwachi ni. Really?
And the politician is still AVS Kenti. Allegedly AVS Kenti.
Ya chi omo say ya no.
Of course, I'm not bedi. And the anyo bia man nin some phone service. Onye di ope.
Let's not do that.
Right.
I said, oh, media. That is how we have done it. Whatever it is we think politicians are doing, no, they do no. Oh, say Sefa buy the offer 500. But we buy what about 4,000? And she Sefa the any year. Really? Let's not do that. No, it's not right. And you're fine.
Oh goodness me.
Oh, we are often na yenye bidia
enya hwe. Yenye enya bidia enya hwe. Enya hwe kra.
Yes, I ding. Nti e koyo mbefa so mbedidi no. Really? I had the amamio, but me nenam. And to go for bag mu ana omu bottom.
Debbie.
Let's not. Yes, I society na ebejija. No be sorry our head your pay. So long as they are justified. In quotes.
Happy 98.9 FM.
But Prince, some we see wale no.
Yes.
Yemen kakra.
Ade.
Ayo na say court na ruling and one
court even ruling no crown so a be ready on the 12th.
On the 12th of September 2024.
I mean the court has given an order. So
order, of course. So I'm going to go to Urban View.
No na Yemen na no.
Ayo na say. Did you not see that
according to evidence
in some lead to say
no I know but there are evidence a copy mu court a kire say Era Ajia
Laraba Zuera.
Oye near maybe an uncle yes or benefited from a rerun.
Oye near my bay. That is
there
not
were evidence in court.
But that's the court. The court based on the evidence and gave its ruling.
There's evidence in court a chere and
I'm also saying, sir, based on the evidence that both parties represented our court, and on a court, so you cannot just pick one part of the argument and say, look, there is evidence against Larabazu where I say, allegedly, what about the other party? What do we know?
Bible muno yede baby no ko na
Solomon.
Enti e bia court na act say Solomon. Mba bibi amfa na asem ko munko wa be win.
Yeah.
Because Happy FM anyway court na the judgment abantina
yeah, but you can have your opinion on the court because I think that the counsel for Alaji Tia Ora Samson Ladi Ayenini was saying well and exactly what Prince Oka said, evidence there's evidence to the effect say Mame Laraba Zuera in who can send a court no cry eti nasem editum say and in kom to abana foforo and they are surprised say court didn't ruling na bano o tiremu verdict nankasa judgment nankasa be ready by 12 By that time, no, so na abato no.
Yeah, to.
Omato away. So obviously, abato, of course.
Party need there some more young some better send them to me.
Yes.
Yes.
Based on the court ruling.
Yes. And it was based on the court ruling. Internet no as statement, you know.
Yes.
But Ansana ruling no maybe next Thursday. Yeah, on the 12th.
Yeah.
Is it Thursday? Yes. Yeah, on the 12th. They are to sa rerun. But according to court ruling, they are to you. It is all redress here. How do you then? No, I still believe. Say, look, Dr. Mahama Tia, still I obey winning.
Okay,
that's what I believe. Okay. I still believe that. Say, enyadia era laraba, ajia laraba, obey winning. Sa sitting one wale sitting. So what I say. But what if ye koto abano ye tuwi na court judgment ne ba na bibi wo mu a obi person seek redress and also is the reason why I was expecting say the court no say o de word no eba there your judgment e be na ochina we should have the judgment. So if there's anything in it then we can seek for redress before the rerun. I don't think say it will change really. I don't think say the results will change in her favor. Said dear osusu say niema koso na nka bibia ko fine kabeko in her favor no. I still think say said your coin sana be but let's see how but I on the 12th no that's where my point is that 12 no emu wadodo
12 no mu wadodo. Yes. Okay. All right. Happy 98.9 FM.
But now the court on the note, what is happening in the NPP?
Within
because
the NPP.
What I'm seeing now with this particular issue is that eventually, no,
one will go independent.
Simple.
Yes.
And we already have three. And the three, no, and yet small people in the scheme of things.
Morrison, Cynthia Morrison, and Koja Santi, the Suhuni Grandens.
And
last that they go to former member of parliament in the name of the NPP. Former deputy communications.
Vincent so
and what is happening? See, Obiba, no matter how you look at it, Obi wa MPP back or Twamom, and to MPP nipa na odina kosi hono. Obe lusu sa vote no. So let's not downplay it.
Anyway,
Abranti.
Vincent so odute.
Yanko hai.
Medin de Joseph Dankwa, Seneka Hua, Akan Bako, Ediokron, Enu, Metre 95 days. Nyakwa Kotuaba, Ewon Fimpi Yenu, Eni Edunai Abatono. The GMABC, na Yemfa, Abaton Hum Pense Mua, Emudo, the Trasum, and Famro.
Happy 98.9 FM, no, as good as well, Yanko, never the Bokrata, hold on, and Famro, Aka. Na bako aduokron enum na yede abato no ahyehyɛ so gidigidi pa koso ma wakasa video no na Happy 98.9 FM yene ye affiliate de abato no hansem nyina no yade ebebro mesrewa so you afide ni free na just nsem bi wo ho a exclusive onte said ye no ye call electoral commission headquarters ya no mo ye nsem ya yede betu dwa yede ba bia no kro ne da no krojin yenyi bi mfirimu yemfa bi enka ho twere kronkron no a za dwumadie no a no botai no anesi ani so na ye kan sem ne said ye tie na no pe make how later on between 8 and 9 a.m. The births and death registry panyimfo our studio. Your questions are welcome. For number 0594 051 145. Mr. Wa twere question bi abeso twere bi afato ne na anopa panyimfo bi video mu a ye no ebe twitwe enkomo yemfa double krata etivise no family for na no pay chronicle double krata no daily graphic daily guide that we Ghanaian times so ha meboa Ghanaian times so ha but yemfa chronicle double krata na chase na no pay na yemfa ensem ekoso o man bi no yemfa bi entudwa.
Proverbs 19:20. Listen to advice and accept instruction that you may gain wisdom in the future. Simple. Samuel Abu Jinapo essay. Don't cast your ballot for NDC. They will destroy the free SHS your children are enjoying. Let's have a Tunfor's image on our currency notes. Islamic cleric B. Ena Eka. Dame calls for fight against cross-border economic crimes. And no, other stories I'll be to me in a year paper no more on a pay SM. Rural Bank marks 40th anniversary with tree planting. NACO rewards cleaner for returning $10,000 found in aircraft. Paper. To face disciplinary committee over anti-party activities.
CCTV camera.
Oh, maybe I'm going to say
CCTV camera. Why CCTV camera?
Residents escape stray bullets from army shooting range in Oyo. And Nigeria. Some Blue Gold Bug also Prisia Limited resumes operations. Newmont has paid 228 million cedis to Achim Development Foundation in the past 10 years. We stories Albania ewo the Chronicle the Robocrata.
Me pacho yemfa Ghanaian Times entwaso na ene Godfred Yeboah Dami ono ene Attorney General ena afensu Minister of Justice Republic of Ghana na eno ena okopie mu ewo International Crime Summit ase na okogina ho no eno se abusuafo yi ye ka ni aka kire mu mumua yen na yen tracy asset of criminals enkrofo asabio omo afa kwati kwan so eniamo ho sem ene nsam a emfa ena omo de afasum ase apadwapade bebre ebimo ewo account bebre ehyehyehye international banks ahoro sika ene edwapade ene niam bebre no mumua yen na mobua yen a eno ene ebetimi aye adwuma ne ehu ba bia wo nyina ne yatimi ahwehwem krugin na se omofa akoti kwan so ana se bone kwan so ena omodi nya de omanya na yatimi afa so age na asemo a wakoka ewo International Crime Summit na ekoso no eno enso eno no na asemo a Joseph Adanko na me di kan boso Cape Coast Mina resident react to water shortage situation in communities na nura enura kan ho asema no pay ma boso tabaze me ka kiro se nura me kan se aka Mina de atabaze ene ade nyina hanso aka omo ewo ho a ene ye kan ho asense nura me kan wo se me boa afi de ene de wa hu me da se ewo ho na other stories a ubehu ewo the Obokrata no no ene se story we miami nua ba Abigail ano a ochro edema Ghanaian Times ono de eba hefa eno nko na Abigail ochro eho enure as part of Kolebu teaching hospital centenary anniversary omu di no nenure omu ye exhibition kese pa na exhibition ase na doctor ware ampoma edikotu dwase enedie hospital no eba bisi 18 million dollar facility a eno no eba be address present future and health problems ewo ho enti Ghana fo nyina emebo mo na de oka nyina ne se esa facility yon besi kojo 2 years ena omudi si 18 million dollar facility no 2 years ena omudi besi a eno ebeboa ama ayarehwe ewo teaching hospital hono ay top notch akona nimpa na yare wabi ade ba kopiem ho bia no Kolebu ebenya opepa no na omo etimi ahwe bia okopiem ewo P12 Tamale High Court orders drill run of MPP Wale parliamentary primaries ewo ho eno na atese na yedi ho enkomo ewo ho no na baby serve youth demand justice over alleged police killing of 2 victims and also aggrieved youth of baby serve in the Hawaii municipality of the Volta region and David Agbalenu wadi 31 years and afin so afati Agbeko ono so edi 39 years and omo chrese allegedly no omo shutu shutu ekun police fobi na no na enedi last year na nei emrantie no chrese na adan na afini na yekun a police fui na adenti na still a ho asem ma nra yi omuti mountain so na omo kire se omani nyi ho kra se sabre families ni nyina no still a omusu omudi abini ni nyina se asem no omo entimi enka enwiye. Fire got 3-story building at Zongo Lane and also ensem a Anita Nyako Rinchi and a reporter ye edema Ghanaian Times a osha ene abrosanya sifa dankwa etoso miensa na ene ijana atom pa baba ija ehye no ehu ye papa na eno na omo kiremu se omo frɛ National Fire Service for the na so omo baaye no na na ijano akona nimu a ne sa eni nyina ne se unim enya de a ekwan no nti no omo entimi ankodu entamo. Man jailed 10 years for stealing mining equipment nti ukopie mu ewo Amenfi East dia Takwa Circuit Court ena a sentence 18-year-old small scale miner your friend Muhammad Razak 10 years imprisonment with hard labor. Ni nyina ne se okowia mining equipment worth almost 12 million Ghana cedis. Almost 12 million Ghana cedis. Unkwa wakosisa ode kwen.
Asa no koye illegal mining dada.
Ena wasa illegal means akowia niema ode koye illegal mining ya chi no injili kaise ya man be 10 okra na kaise ya di 0 ba akoka ho na ye 100 na se wadi 18 nka 118 obeba no na nka wadi 118 senka obeye nipa bi mu anka je se ya hata no na obehu na kwadwo ukopie mu ewo pusiga asemu asi district director edema isi ho no
ya
suspended no nyina ne se wakoye illegal voter transfer bi fati wako transfer anya se o transfer kra na o transfer no transfer isi hwemu a na o se papa director of operations o hwemu a no se wadwuma a o ye no enye kra Cameron Eyedodu ne letter from afar the hunter and the leopard part 4.
Senior Cameron Eyedodu.
Yes.
Those Ghanaian times. Teacher be na or be it never teacher manu. Na teacher manu would want to buy Ghanaian times. Now him there me. Teacher manu was shop. Tima me ko ejomua. Na ma fro. No, was in music and I'm a fruit teacher man who now. And every time I'll be reading Cameron Eyedodu, and the man will be asking me, why are you reading Cameron Eyedodu? Yes. The way he writes.
Yes.
And the way he writes.
And the Odiabano, anyway. The hunter and the leopard, part 4, and or the Abba. Way,
one Makami Krum.
Samu.
Makami Krum. And the Ghanaian Times no. Yamfa daily graphic.
Ansana abekono. Mamemfa we wa unipa Mr. Dubik Mahama.
Yes.
And now on so yen central phone shame.
There be meaning one more money.
One can't
there be.
Ora Dubik. Show hunsuye. Oya press conference afre happy kasebo. Trokun kunti di obekano. And one ye babeka. Ye me can be before fro. And fen kan. But or say loss reduction project no mo ye. Reduction project no mo ye no increase ECG revenue by 30%. Enura de PM ewo ho no enti no kire se ye nya opepa si ye be ye dwuma
ye betimi
ye be ye o
yes
ni nyina ne si ye be nya opepa no
yes
si ye de be ye de etene
yes
ni aye ni yi
obenya kandini ono no be exemplify ono ne ho exemplify himself so betimi adikan am ye dwuma ni yi e critical
ene omonsan second phase no mo
famra
say first phase if ati na nya 30%.
Next phase over 60%.
See nya be 40%. Yeah. Na mundundum kanea ni nyina. Obi a ontua bia munum. Na
untimi nyusu anyina mon kanea obra ontua ho.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs omuntua ya
dum no. Oko parliament no muntua ya dum no. Oko Jubilee House no muntua ya dum no.
Na kejetia market for
dum no.
1,000 10,000 a week.
Almost do it. 100,000 a week.
100,000 a week.
And it's easy for them to mobilize, Fatih.
They should be able to mobilize.
It's easy for them to mobilize and pay.
The point is that omo abe occupy market no. Omo na eso omutu omo be.
Yes.
Enti no de bia de eso omutua no.
Kwakoji.
Ubeko no obi ti ho onye na dwuma onkonkoje. Timi nso wa meje asem nsumi metua.
Daily Graphic double crata no da ha. And some ahudu obi no what the Daily Graphic double crata no na no policy plea bargaining not immunity. AG tells Cambridge Economic Crime Summit. No cleanest region ranking campaign minister inaugurates 9-member committee. No shisha punu bi ayehwe se ukọ amantem ahudu no mu a emu dia he pa ne mu etie pa eno enene no sector minister of sanitation and water resources Lydia Senior Amal Hassan wono ene yemra chebujani edema ayawa so West Bogon mpeswa ne so wo the committee bi esi ho a wo mu ehwe no modi sa adwuma no NPP Wale parliamentary primary run nominations open for 3 days eno wo Wale na udru ho no a ene no sese yese wo mu enkonkoto aban foforo na numu no ene nra the New Patriotic Party wo mu ede wo mu press statement betu dwa wo mu echire mu ehye o ma hye se de be betimi assign ato aba no e wo no mayi obi obesi o manamu e wo sa empesua no so EC suspends officer over unsolicited voter transfer na say EC officer ne ho akwakoka adwa mu pusiga obi ansuma nobody send am
kancho say ye bibi ma
nobody send am obi ansuma e na ono akwakodi djuma enti enra ora Dr. Sarah Bosman
kan obedu one na vote ni ho
obi ansuma
enra ora Dr. Sarah Bosman ono na ye EC chair in charge of corporate affairs na what the two just say abrant sir EC officer no ya dia embra aso ne pam embra ene bedi pa we will appoint fair-minded attorney general Ora John Romani Muhammad on this same we atwidra Archbishop Ajanasare is new Bible Society of Ghana president. Hooray! Hooray!
Yemo papa baso and Sunday no and induction no so Paris chapel. Yemo na baso pa. I know his leadership and I know say or the Bible Society of Ghana bekonenim.
In the coming days there is a conversation that I want us to have. Ghana China bilateral trade.
Okay.
In Kitahudie ni dwadia yedie. Ghana and China. Now, offer center spread of the Daily Graphic double crata on page number 24 and 25. There is an article written by Emmanuel Boni. Which say the trade between Ghana and China I hit $11 billion.
Good.
Who is benefiting more? Who is losing?
Obviously, they will benefit more.
Exactly. So this is a conversation that we need to have because say within this September, China, African heads of states. Woman kwa kushia woman China ban no kwa tenase akwa kudin komo afa kwan on be fa so yebetimi anya mwa ne de keka ho nyina and so we need to have that conversation because you see yes
the omo ko nyina no say omo no conference African leaders conference no omo ko no enye de e kan ho no omo ti o sika omo kosere sika omo kosera
but I'm looking at
for how long any e be koso asre sika sa because omo no sika bi abekoso omo fema bi omo de be ma but they know the means omo de be ji omo ade enti no you see enye enough see e be kwa ye no ba akotena ye no e na ye ko no ye wo bi substantial ye de koto omo animu a omo hia in fact ye nko na ye betimi de saade na ma omo we are able to push them to the wall.
I think that we need to have a conversation before the event starts somewhere around next week. We will do that. Daily Graphic Democrat
about Ghana China trade in one
yeah.
Timothy Kakari PhD.
Okay.
And TBI conversation. I mean, I didn't come obi. Me hune publications about Ghana China trader. And you bet me resource person.
Because a critical issue.
Plea bargaining not shielded from accountability. Dame tells Cambridge Economic Crime Summit. EC warns staff over malfeasance, suspends Pusiga District Director. Ghana International School resists attempt to encroach on its property. Support peace building campaigns. Ambassador Usu to corporate Ghana. Mike Okoye Jr. launches campaign in Dom Kwabenya. Ghana's upcoming election highlights and growth. Election highlights and growth obstacle posed by corruption. Edwin Austin writes, the new crusading guide.
Sunday no na ye ofati. Baby afati wasase ne wono. community day school na chi ho no sa school mu ne ye say ho no asase no
yes
nti e ho na Marco Koy Junior
o asase o atomi na
and I'm going to ahwe ya mami
now buy
na mo use oni fana asase a o so ba no ba ba jibi
na school
na so na mu tiama no
school ni mu ye asase school no mu ye asase
yemfa
eye ABC on the side of truth ABC News yemfa nto aso ma menchia editor managing editor edema ABC News Gordon Asare Bidi akoma menchia ene anopei na regional town hall meetings and exhibitions Eastern region de no ene ya ene etodwa ene ya ene etodwa ewo eye Koforidia. The event takes place at the Center for National Culture ewo eye Koforidia enti eno enso eno no enti ubehu honorable Seth Kwame Echampon ono ene Eastern Regional Minister obewo dwumadie no asibi obekasa honorable Fatimatu Abubakar ono ene Minister for Information obesima obabigina hopa moderate dwumadie no kama pa ena Deputy Minister for Finance Dr. Alice Ampabin ono so ebehobi ena Dr. Anthony Insia Asare oye Senior Presidential Advisor on Health ene 10 a.m. ena dwumadie no ebehye ase ewo ho na owura Matthew Opoku Prempe akasembi or say how is Mahama going to run 24-hour nightclub with Dumso?
Is that Dumso?
Napo questions Mahama.
Is that Dumso?
Mentia se me anka some abusa yi. You just
Dumso
the
Nkra no kasa ompe Dumso ka.
Ono Dumso mpo de nanka owo energy na o si Dumso de bi kura ni Ghana ha nti minim de nti a all can because
unless penny argument in the opportunity say if Mahama Ora John Dramani Mahama SMB Diomani to be what there is a possibility of sending us back to Dumso and so he will not be able to run
the investment
energy sector.
I don't think so. Prudent. Yeah, prudent. Yeah, cost the needed investment. I don't think so. You see, me Dumso na ye can. Maka ho asem wa ha. The fact that you challenge kakra bia near the politics you Dumso because even that word in the Quran you criminalizes that word enti yeti yenya power shortage kakra bia Dumso near the politics
maka linguistics lectures quite fast we words you free be amelioration any deterioration so word to the people silly is not really a bad word silly means you're ignorant
yes
but the way, the tone with which it's being said over a period of time.
Silly.
Don't be silly. Until we're now, it deteriorates into a bad word.
Daddy, don't be bad.
Daddy, don't be silly. Oh, the offer.
Free SHS has improved Ghana's education outcomes. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena kan free SHS ende pa ABC News eni
Ebreneko I am say sima mienu abo apa non so ho ba yem monitor ne yen konkonkofa social media trends and family phone na pay Daybreak the Obokrata no da Bobby Banson rights to Daybreak and no ewo ho plea bargaining not shield from accountability. Damit tells Cambridge Economic Crime Summit. Court orders rerun of NPP Wale primary. Virgin Atlantic returns to Ghana. Hooray, Fati, straight flight. Then Kanena Kejun who baby ever found Yakozi. Is it because airlines will have me umami a gram because of my experience with them. Daniela Wachi, not Raz Oil MD. Lawyers normally say me at you. We Daybreak the Obokrata and some no.
So was the Uncle Trent.
The Hawk.
Okay, the Hawk.
Because last week Hawk a story B. What's now?
The Hawk picks in pockets. Yoko grills wager MCE over 1.5 million pounds pocket cash.
Charles McCarthy and Pemian Fanchas come on.
NPP NDC's government cut plan reform or election spin. And no a question on Mubisa. Rakos row in Parliament. SOA and Con lock horns over bully pulpit. Press OK talks to revive Sagleme Ghost Project. Prison chair stars set for global showdown. We story so benya a year the hawk.
Economic Times Besima Bako government moves to avert a year effects of imminent potentially catastrophic droughts. Government takes steps to confront the challenge head-on, but doubts still arise over its commitment with elections looming. And Crophobi and a chana so be a trese one sha or quanya ye fast to see drought abaye beswano. One sha batwa betono said the abane chess or beswano. One sha ontimi yenisa asemwa or no air canon government. Ghana records 10% fall in FDIs in 2023, lowest over past a year decade. Report to be and abatie
10% fall.
Yes.
In foreign direct investment.
Yes.
Okay.
In 2023.
Lowest in a decade.
The past decade.
Okay.
Yes. Now employment a year labor a year minister and Odiabe or say 345 million Ghana cedis saved from payroll cleaning.
That's a good thing. And this is when we clap for a year the OSP, and also the introduction of digitization.
Yes.
Say, if you do not go and confirm, say it is you, you are not going to be paid.
But only say like digitalization is also economics.
Then you know.
It
is share a.
No, don't use anyway. I know.
I don't want to.
I don't think say Ura Mahmoud Baumia. Yeah, MPP for parading as economic missile and they or digitalization because really most of our populace say so we are economics. There's data economics.
Yeah.
Which is digitalization.
Yeah, young comrade, when we return from the break, there is a lot for us to talk about live on the Happy Morning Show. Young Congo social media trends and family TV for and I pay wrap up Fatisha Lee. I crowd of sell or didn't say a brain. A coban, some who don't know why. EBD and Komo Kaisa and nay births and deaths registry in penny for over the MY 18. Remember, between 8 and 9 a.m., it's you and your questions to the births and deaths registry. Jumedi Omudi, San Madina Aqua could draw. I understand that at a point in time, they're even looking for an authority status. EBD enu and Semina and Komodenti and Obiba birth set at HSR. We want to really understand. Social media trends is up next. Fatih Shaiboli Ayakado.
The trend to know Aisha said besides I don't know you. Who are you? What shows that you are the one? I have never met you. Nina eko so ewo kolebu. Open so abesmiaka koalebu. And sanse nina eko so ewa ranking member on a year Parliament Health Committee. Now assigned so a member of Parliament for a year Duaboso. Duaboso ehu meka Duaboso assemblator. Na impane ye friend o kabina minta akando. And no copy mo ewa kolebu and almost say na why na waba beja oba bisa your questions who ya hwan me nimo enti won to me sorry na wabo ewura kolebu say oba hwe say lift na ye adwuma na nya adwuma say ne sen ho wo authority ben e na wo na opese oye on your friend say announce inspections say or a member on a Parliament Health Committee ninti no nanko sorry na eja on nam hospitals ni ade no hwe enyoma ekoso no mo se da bi aha yenye sa ade no wa ha kona kofa letter bra na se ne be prepare nka wo be ya lift yi kama ye paint her fine wo ba ya ma akola bi the flowers abe hia na che se wo de nam na aye sere wi ya ma lunch wo didi ya ma tea na wo ko now they won nam ho ache say bi kra na so wo ko ta de wo kanehia na bibia wo se o mamu mbo mfa ayi na sa na ya ade enti no okopie mu wo ho na mu se da bi all concerned the journalist nenam na che say wa bo trimu po so wo be ye den dem pa na na opese obeye enti no okopie mu no si o ono de anope onenam no si o de bi wate sensem bi ekoso ewo kolebu enti opese ono ankasa di nani na yam kan se ko twa ewusie aha ode kokohwe se na be ya okodu parliament na ogina floor ho a oka na oka with the ono ankasa di naked eyes ekohu enye yese ena ode bo efa eye hospital no ehonum enso odu wo na omo se da bi saa eye surgery department ha pa de ye ma wo ma ha na okodu wo no se mate se yese lift musamunim lift elevator ewo ha enye adwuma menti ase a whole surgery department mo elevator nye adwuma sen meti sa asem na mesre in capital letters na mesi several years ago over 10 years ago several time na me ya baya me gina me na so no yesuma me ewo kolebu se me nkoye omo story bi wo ho say na like a sit down assignment or mo invite yen ti me kodu one am si there bi me amene na hospital hire there me pay because me ya kando ena me bowre mu na me rikopie mu maternity ward me koyo mo si o lift e wa ha de anya adwuma enti no luckily me do na obi a wo aka no e wo so fo atwede yes ena me try na that time me adwuma wo TV station ena me try na me buy na me chen hini wo newsroom ho me na me so headline story kolebu eyi obi a wo aka na wo so fo atwede ene ye story ade chi ya kren ena mo ko fix elevator no ena me boss say ene wo fix dia wo na obeka wa obesan akọ na wakọ o me ko ye na ene papa bi ti elevator no nti udu na we mia na wo ne ne ginem no mo ko owi na we nti ono ti elevator ne mu 24/7 ono no omiemia elevator ne ma manfo ena me de be ye story so me ara me kan say but omo aye enu bi na enra ekosi yeyi enti mita yi kwam na minta kan do kopie mu wo ho no eno say mema mu 24 hours mu kolebufo anka me baby anka mema mu 1 week but ade amo ye kire me wa hanti no 24 hours minister of health who can who be elevator oba koto fufuro so be den yo 24 hours mon fix it because mun to me nka say because elevator nya adwuma wa hanti no mo suspend surgery na se nipa no ohia surgery no enimenimu ya be save in life na no mo kan na meti elective surgery ni de menti ase wo mu ni say surgery a wotumi ehhehye to ho say bia obetumi aka say in 5 years na my surgery ni nti mebuki enye emergency surgery nti na menti ase hospital no what it was say omo hold on elective surgery a surgery a yehhehye to ho so bra in 6 months na be surgery no bra in 2 months anase obi e bia asamatu ne sesi bia opemfo a na onye na adwin so okoye surgery na wo aka no na baby nim pese obeba na oye raw for stomach ni mu na msi yemfa nko theater sesi ana yenyi baby because baby e kono anhwe ni be yenyan eno no emergency surgery and so omo kan no omo ka elective na msi na so omo so omo nya elective surgery dia ene kona koye wo baby fufuro na omo mfa wonto eyi so enti no okoye no ene okeka bi pa no si da bi oka brofo osi there be movement na edwumam ha obi ba hospital a ko 5 blocks away kotwa card na wakotwa wo bo omo se ko 8 blocks away kotua na wakotua wo yo omo se ko saha department na e wo soro he ho na abeko na nipa na obe nante saa na yare na e wo nim nyina adane mfifiri aba besen ko na wasan ko ni fie na muntumi enye elevator mama 24 hours mama yenti ensema e ko so e wo kwali
Happy FM 98.9.
In any part of the country, patient and listen to me. They don't know what they see. Don't causing a scene in any part of the country. In any part of the country, any people that are going to because I see and I don't know you. I don't know you. Do I know you? Have we met? So who are you? No, I'm not taking my time. Who are you? Do you have any letter introducing you to me? Who are you? Take your time. I don't know you. Take your time. Take your time. I have never met you in my life. Take your time. Listen to me.
I am not recording, boss. I am not recording. If I'm recording, I'm confusing.
It has come to my attention that the list at the surgical block is not working. I can go on to myself.
I am not recording. No. If I'm recording,
Please.
Happy FM 98.9.
And to the Ekopiemu Okolebu Hospital, no, and Utie, you know, say I am not recording. I don't know who you are. I've never met you before. Commented by Rich Nesha no say, please, I need some education devoid of politics. Can any parliamentary committee member just walk into any institution to inspect the facility without any prior notice to the said institutional head? So Parliamentary Committee on Defense and Interior can just enter 66 Artillery Regiment Armory to inspect their facilities without prior notice to the military base? An uneducated servant like me needs some education, please. Nana say, in every situation, we have people who are in charge of its day-to-day activities. You can't just wake up on your bed, from your bed, and go there to do whatever you want. If you need information, go through the legal process and get the information. Not because you are an MPNT, you can go there anytime without management notice. Seth, I say, they have the effrontery to ask to desist from recording in a hospital. What are you hiding if you are doing the right thing? Fred, see, because of useless partisan politics, a national hospital can't be inspected, all because party members in that facility feel if they allow that, it will disgrace their party. Look at how politics has become so cheap and useless in the country. Nana say, what there is the man saying that I don't know you. Who are you? Have we met? What's a Mentwa ASR comment, you know, as well to me, make you a point without sarcasm and ye no. Yantwa swear, now wale dear, higher the papa. By now, dear, just say, ye the campaign, but she so din. Men I may a year zuer and come say, some more corner man to a mammy straight away. Ye best say uncle court, any young election with her. As I'm by Naba. Legal team or more representing a year Dr. Muhammad Kabiru. Or no, and a year Lariba Zuera Edinuko PMU ever court to say. Abatwa a year MPP for Echo 2 year ADE or more parliamentary candidates ewo wale hono on Jintum. Na eba ni sana assembly copy court and then a court ababeka say. Asem nankasa de omube bua 12 September, right? Ne mum no. Omo ka kire party for no monsan kwa wale ho na monko to aba ne foforo na munyi parliamentary candidate se ba baye Dr. Muhammad Kabiru se ba baye Lariba Zuera o ene de yenhwe ho monko ya sa abato no mu wi a monsan mra na yemu asem no on the 12th na eba ne sa no na legal team no of Dr. Muhammad Kabiru say what is going on here? We are very, very disappointed because evidence pa ye evidence nipa also evidence no kra no konya na ya by this time ya gusu ya kase ye di bed die in court ama court hwehwe mu no lanka ni samuka say nkokon rerani o because maame no enuamo ye na ye dia ababa kire court no ense mfata say ebe ma ne sa chance no kra na Samson Ladi ayeni no na lead counsel for Dr. Kabiru. No cannot say there be. I don't know what to say. Debe of the court, but enkoyi. Mimi dim rasopa, but there be. Lariba zueratu. Ono ena sesi aye kase die oye MP. No na ye kwato aba no o hwe ni mu say ombeka so Lariba twaso. Chamna nanka chese o twaso ena omuyi ni nkonsa vote ni de na emu nwa bia sa omuyi ni nkonsa no say den na ekoso wa hai juma ma bo pa wo wale ha Now when you got to a bananka delegate, I can say, "Mama, to us." Many delegates here fine, Papa. Intimate as a bibu call so a family so to maintain one say. Now no Anna Samson Laddie Ayeni Kase. I quote, bottom line is that once it was established by fact, not concoction, by pure evidence, documentary, telephone conversation, and video encounters to show that the elections were fair, our point was that the law, that is, if you commit a crime, you will not benefit from your crime. Once the plaintiff was found to be the one who got the people impersonating the 6 dead people and who got the people impersonating the absentees, she must not benefit from her wrong. The law is that if you commit a wrong, you must not benefit. So our expectation was that the court will say, yes, we found this and that it happened, but the person who did that is the one who has come to court, the plaintiff. So she must suffer and not get the judgment in her favor, unquote. Sa ena okaye. Na court ni decision no ebaye wa bra Hajia Lareba Zuera 2. Ekwa challenge results of MPP primaries omuye no January 2024 Dr. Kabiru edifiti no with a market where be and oka said there be and nyema bi koso na ntwa ye wo elections ni mu intimi engine to ye court na court nankasa aka de omu beka afa ho muma yentie ensem no na Dr. Tia Kabiru so eka say ono ye hwe ono no kwa no si o wale ha be de enti ene misumi kwagina mu bi na menhwe samutu miso aba fine mantu miso aba so fine ana me ko na nkofo na asi delegate ni say doc ye pe wasem enti ye beto ama enti ono no wanko chesika wo ho wanko hunehuna manfo wo ho wanko ka obi hu asem bone enti onte da maame no ye no ase muma yentie sema ekoso
Happy FM 98.9.
2 of them, they gave witness statements, but only one was bold enough to defy the threat and come to court. He testified that he voted once, there was indelible ink on his hand, and his chairman, who was wrongly omitted, and where his name was repeated, his chairman voted for that place. The bottom line is that once it was established by facts, not concoction, by pure evidence, documentary, telephone conversation, and video encounters to show that the elections were fair, our point at law was that the law is that if you commit a crime, you will not benefit from your crime. Once the plaintiff, Lareba Zuera, was found to be the one who got the people impersonating the dead, 6 people, and who got the people impersonating the absentees, she must not benefit from her wrong. The law is that if you commit a wrong, you must not benefit. So our expectation was that the court will say, yes, we found this, that it happened, but the person who did that is the one who has come to court, the plaintiff. So she must suffer and not get a judgment in her favor. But the court has decided otherwise. As we speak, we don't know the reasons for the decision. The court says it will give its reasons on the 12th of September. We will wait, read the reasons, and find if they are sound. But as far as the record goes, they cannot be sound. Our view is that the judgment does not correspond with the evidence that was led, the documentary, and the telephone conversations that were attached, and proving that it was the woman, the plaintiff, who paid these people, and they spoke about how much they were paid. In fact, we asked the question, who did you vote for? It was the case that they voted for her because she paid them to vote for her. But this is the decision of the court. We'll wait until the 12th to get copies of the reasoned judgments and then the records, and then we will advise our clients accordingly.
Happy FM 98.9.
And you know, their call so after a year court no ede ne ruling and as a court no ede ne order no ebe tuja no. Comment by no any Francis Esha say the MPP is not serious. Where are their council of elders? They couldn't sit down with these 2 people. It's left with 3 months to the elections. Or there be almost 3 months to elections. Could you say when there is injustice and you don't speak against it, it's just a matter of time it will happen to you. Ima say lawyers proving to us that the court is illegal. Wow. Mensah say today you are doing what you have been accusing the NDC lawyers of doing. When you face with injustice, you'll be forced to speak out. Habib, as a courtroom is now news file. Don't use that. Adams, you go explain, Taya. Where is the evidence? Still 3 months to elections. No parliamentary candidate for Baumia's home constituency. We move. Entisa and a comment, Etia.
The last comment, is what worries me.
Yeah, 3 months to elections.
3 months to election. Yeah. The home
constituency.
The home constituency. In fact,
for the
Mahmoud Baumia, a hono betuaba.
Yeah.
And MPP for me, Obia. To abani via rerano or be won the ticket of the MPP no. Sa onipano. His Excellency the Vice President. Obetuamane ho obviously obetuamane.
No.
Obia na di okane ho no asantuamano. Eno ena ehame. That's and the last tester no ekani ye 3 months ka by now no.
Happy
home region there and even enura kra no. The constituency chairman after the court ruling and also expressing the same concerns. Same concern say it's not good for the party. The question is the reason why I agree with the earlier one. Say, "Kese omotanase na omohwe asem na omoka."
I think there is a reconciliation committee.
NPP. Ora.
Yeah, Papa.
Ambassador Edward Boatin eka.
And done. Yeah, of course.
Nanka Misusu say. But can say.
But I think that it's not too late.
No, but could you can say because the sitting MP no on no lose ye. The sitting MP no our yama no Ajia Lareba Zurira to no onu ena olusu ye. And 2 year den kokase ono na ye incumbent. O ye den kokase what lose 20 go in peace.
But said I didn't say abano. And okay, so I think what is likely to settle all of these things? About
yes.
So let's be hopeful. Say after about nothing will happen.
And until America say as a party no both national any region any constituency ni ensure say prepare ebeye ejuma ewo ho.
Okay, all right. We'll keep a keen eye on the Ebekoso Wale. Say the New Patriotic Party. One more Edin Shaya. Omo edebefaso atoaba ayi mrasebedwani ensianamu ewo sam pesuane so de ebekoso obi an kai se GMABC election camp ye de ni krutwa wi si edi akiri ehun sem no nyina de beba betudwa live on Happy 98.9 FM. Yetwe ho ma yetwe ho ba there is an issue be sending me issue we will take a look at that and also enra some nyina wonim zongo lane justice ye course so hono ye bi de ho nkomo ebi ye beko central region na ye di enko kakra with regards to water shortage air cost so ewo. This is the Happy Morning Show. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back.
Chemo, Charlie, you hold me down, and I'll forever be grateful. You know, say since you showed me to soccer bet, and they see grains, talking of good cash outs, fast payouts, high odds, and total odds accumulation. Bro, if they go on for this side, Charlie, that be high for day. I be you know that. Bro, soccer bet they do the most. Them are interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose. SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games, and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Enemreidie season na abameduane no ayede emebusie tumi didima won ho ton eye mortar season
anu mortars die ama waduane ayede nansei papa enra jollof rice ya wodi mortars jollof and stew eye no ekoyie papa enkola no so enjoy spaghetti na wodi mortar seasoning spicy ye no papa. Junior was asking for more and him next time no ya am no so preko na me so metimi aka bi ahwe
no eneme be ya ponchi lice soup entime use Mortars Mutton seasoning. Na me dia spice me nam no. Na jai.
Wa me kom krom pa start e dem. Enti ye ntemu na ujafo ama me pie ha. Enra obom ye mu dodo.
Ego, Mortars for but ya dey ready there.
Ayeka.
Obedu adada.
Mortars e wo dwaso baby a. Ye wo de ye de spicy aponche. E stew, a spicy spaghetti, and a fish. And a fe akoko nam nyina. Fre 0244 599 661 and 0247 151877. Mortars.
More taste, be a kitchen star.
FDA aje edwedin kato yatum.
Se wo pese wa pomudin gina so na bibia kwaso wano wa titine mu a ene pe magnesium glycinate a free Draxa Therapeutics se sia magnesium glycinate ya magnesium a ebo woni padua no mu nhyehyeye no mu empre ahasa esan so bo ntini ahodo ne nompenkita hudie ma no kɔ wano jeje woni padua so mano magnesium dodo ahia nyina. Se wo pe bia to a hwehwɛ yɛn wɔ www.draxa.org ana sɛ ɛwɔ Instagram @draxa.therapeutics. Se wo hia no do so promo a fra yɛn ana sɛ WhatsApp yɛn wɔ 0557 116 113. Yaso yɛn wɔ Springtex Road Eco Bank n'akyi pɛɛ wɔ Numgua Adegua no kwan so. Hyɛ ne so sɛ yɛspɛle Draxa no DRAXER. Magnesium glycinate free Draxa Therapeutics. Yebema wa hekeka wa sitnebu. So yeshe nne ya. FDA ji edwedwe yinkratwo atu.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidi na meche Angel Cola. Me bread dodo. Obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ne yonku eyi Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Oseme san pedi obi eyi. Aka me de ho.
Sese obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo dear mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no my body Angel Apple Light.
What ye? Sanya from dear. Miss Angel Cola, any Angel Orange, and a mania. I think and
it's also from wifey. For us, just no, Ebesia. Never Angel drinks in a room. Obianca Tan and in Winnie. There was Sabbath Mono, no anum.
Annie, that's a massa. And no, I don't know.
There be a sunny and
Angel Cola, the assemblable. Angel drinks here. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA aje edwedin krato yatum.
Abatso mreno asanso na emrenu nie se obema waba ho ehia. Wo hwɛ sɛ aban a ɔte so mprempren edi wɔn bɔhyɛ a wɔhyɛeɛ wɔ abato a atwa no mu anaa.
Yɛba sɛ de nhyehyɛ pa ɛbɔ ɔman mu nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛbɛtumi ama Ghana ɛtu mpɔn ɛma sika ɛna ahotɔ ɛne adwuma ɛtumi abɔ ɔman na Ghana so ayɛ dɛ ɛtumi akɔ n'anim.
Na insha Allah obiara behu ne mfasoɔ. Enti Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɔkyɛ mu bɔ no sɛ ɔne ba ɔbɛ transformi yɛ economy no. Ampa waba economy no ɛhyɛ ase sɛ transformi. Yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛgye ne mfasoɔ.
Over the course of the last 4 years, a tremendous amount of work has been done. Nevertheless, there is a tremendous amount of work that still needs to be done. More jobs must be created. More roads must be built. Bridges, schools, and hospitals must be built.
NETA Happy Morning Show, the development tracker, Bawa Kwanso. Yawada Biara, and upon on song and a fan. What development tracker sono, Yedin Fishemu, Efa, Washa Manya for Sheye, any deal with me ye, Sefa Bambo, Impomodinsem, Additionsem, or Mayisikasem, Kiayo, Gediansem, and Nasa Sitinam Puntu Semo, Yabab Domwesuko, Nedumuno Crekaino Abreu. Kaisa a development tracker wa Happy Morning Show so yawada na pabiara wa mrano song abo apemu. Stay informed, stay empowered. Development tracker wa Happy Morning Show so
Unubashano Nyamunchemu Nyamuno Krano Ankasa.
Development tracker wa Happy Morning Show so yede no kredie eba yen kebi mamin kebimu.
medin de Joseph Adankwa seneka ho aka na baako ediokron enu mechire 95 days ni akwa akoto aba ewo mfimpim yenu ene aduonu nan abato no di GMABC achi na yemfa abato no ho mpensempense mu a emu dɔ na twaso mu emfamrɛ. So pese otinsem ebo chiko breman ewo my kronkron Ghana mu enyompa enim pensem mu etaso mu a ene dabia for kasa fedie ne to Happy 98.9 FM na tie the Happy Morning Show efri anopa no nsia ekopem nonkron efri juada ekopem efiada the Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion.
Oh nana
Internet Dreams Fertility Clinics and main house of Modiara Fa Wahun Sembia Fa Bedaomono. Now the Bedaomwa with over 25 years of experience, fertility experience. Wamu ebetimia boa ama wahun ensembia no awon kwa twe ama wa. Bomodian Fabre Bebomodian Afshe na yasa no the amount unexplained infertility, premature menopause, blocked fallopian tubes, reproductive health related problems in men, including low libido, penile rigidity, thickness enhancement, among others. The man is fibroids, cysts, miscarriages, period pain, irregular menstrual cycle. Ninyana no yadia Oba Dreams Fertility Clinic ebeswano ede amawo momone na brai yo Tema Community 22 Estate Junction na finso si meja so ehone ewo Oba ebe omodian show wo how bia ni betimi aswano ede amawo enko adokota fo a ombetimi abo hu ho won be kan semu enu ho kwan so mo kan e kire wo mu yi awrehye mu nyina ede akwa akoto nsuo mu Akachiro say oh and that's so be any ho edima obi Brad Dreams Fertility Clinic na ni that's all ho amount nge no apesa OTB o fie no e betimi aboa na wo so anya bi wate yeah that was so yeah bomode na friend any nikita ho 0597 225 388 and 0597 225 389 Bio 0599 555 220 My make house in Rubia de Biano for United Kingdom and New Zealand. Food and Drugs Authority Ajisan Nina Atumu. Dreams Fertility Clinic, the leading clinic in fertility solutions. Dreams Fertility Clinic, holistic fertility for all. Muanum nyo de tickle your taste buds, treat your mouth to palatable meals, lick your fingers and ask for more. Imagine the aroma of a freshly grounded spice filling your kitchen. As you cook with Mortaz seasoning. They have a wide range of spices, pure herbs and seasonings that will elevate your dishes to the natural flavors. Your Mortaz noodles, Mortaz shito, Mortaz mixed spices. When it comes to spices, don't look any further than Mortaz seasoning. Mortaz, more taste, be a kitchen star. For bulk purchase, you bet me a friend number C 0244599661 and 0247 151 Mortaz, more taste, be a kitchen star.
Fada di lumba nyumbi si sobo mi sumia kasa na mi
o pedro betimi ama apomodini SCP esita bemo ahoɔden no atimi agina brane emwa wa video mu ekutian yade wa betimi akwatia yade wa biara bebo ebe na adwene se all bewura video no mu a na me kan for drugs therapeutics wo mu nrom de aba abonten no bi e de ama wo bomodin na hunu se
sa na so me bura na me dwaman ne ba
abodie mu nyansapefo a wo mu akwa akosua de eyiyi en haban mamu eye nro no womu no ma komuti abomu de sa supplement aba edwumu a ene amanfo tu agusu it is amanfo ba bia befa bia drugs a said de eboa me ne de na nkenka ne pa matiri bram me ko beba na majojo matoba hasempo ahye haban yade kakra bi na ebomu abehwe na mentumi nya me ho hwe enso ne mi konya drugs are therapeutics womu no ebinum yi me koba me na mahoodimu brane pa na maba begyina eduru adwuma wo se me ye bia so a mitimi ye adwuma no ye mididi na masan dibio obeso kasa asem ni bidia kona ko drugs therapeutics no bi nanom www.drugsa.org and our friend for whom is any nkita ho 0557116113 0538655620 call Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at drugsa.therapeutics mama spell it drugs and therapeutics ni nyina mfama we DRAXERAPEUTICS Oko X and can Twitter as well at Drugsa_health. Drugsa Therapeutics, your health and our expertise are connected.
Come mama nine, get the trimity send Kenika.
Obechu bi send Kenika, just all one no na go twini Kenika, okochu bi send Kenika ye bone. Bone so ni mama ka kire wano so wano kwampa so emfo no ensi ne ho adabi untimi nkonkosi obi ba siwa kantrent me wa na nwa ne se o tini nantem sade sa onkonkoye ne ho ade krate onkoye suba mezuru no happy 98.9 FM bia yesi untimi nya bomode anafra tumirika brasisi ana bedan ye ediama o kama pa ompewe na opedin Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Ehun komodi na me no twetwe na no pay no. Se umomodin emfa wo ememahye mu abomodin a. Na fa ho bra behim. Esan se eboa pa. Oni ababa wa na tena be mfie num ni ahye ne ba ka kire nse obewa no. Ukohu abusuafo anim kobo kokoko ede ni trinsa ede ko ye tutontoma kakra de ko ye ka kire nse o. Afia nyantobo ase na enya dan ara wedding de memwa ye bi ntade fitaya ya pese o se bi o. Memu ahye bi na se yenso dondo no ye nyina yetimi aka bi wa ya wuntimi yesa na nse ne sika ho yedene ati ase ena hoboa no a wo ye ede akwa wade no enya hoboa ketwa enkankane se wa ya wadwene se obe invite ni pebebre mo de aba adanu da bia me de meka me se obese data de boa If you are about to your mamu and say, oh, event, or organize event, the mamma for me, almost if you as an abaya, they kit to because budget kit to a below budget, small budget, or funny pabaya, a dunum, our maba, or what I say, I'll be feed you money they cake a hunyan. Between 44,000 and a year 50,000, 55,000 Ghana cities. I don't want to know. But happy 98.9 FM, you see, it is how in so the amount, when happening. The only answer about the registration form, Happy FM, you are silent down and conclude your 1 year. Obomodia Drew Happy 98.9 FM Busa front desk. Udru has over the registration form for Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding Bekoso 14th of February 2025. A few BC morning na jumadi in because name registration achasia kopem December busuminu. It is one to tumrika ma me fa registration forms so na slot in esa and fancy sound so na abayu anu be talk so abosu boa se wo ka ho bi ena wa ma no ono so enya aware on another level no ebi anya misre bombodi ana bra na befa sika bitua ho a si dia pem 1000 Ghana cedis enka na 10 million ena abetua utua no a atade abehye bia abeda cars ye de obedi akone aba ni nyina no ade a Happy 98.9 FM ye ni aboafo mbeso yasene emyede dwumadi no abramo no wo mo so yasene dan dan nyina nti ombesan ye ama ye bio sanso na meka o se ebia wate Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding said ye dan nyina ye no na onso wo papa bi se ode ho ba bebo ye ho anase ode ho ebeba be bata ye ho ama dwumadi a ye di na tumi asipi asita onso akonya kese ho edema o sanse dwumadi ko wiase afa na ba bia ebinum kura fra buruchira ba be ware asanko tiu ebinum abrofo kura efra buruchira ba aba be ware asanko we otrofo e na osise be dance ni wodo me dance ni do ye no obomodia se wodi ya tinku ade a wonim say Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding no ade agina so gigim ba ko pe eno nko ne Ghana fa na nyina Mass Wedding aye radio station Ghana mamintimu nkyerɛw Ghana fa ode fa wani ebubu fa mantem baako edunsia num a radio station ben ye part of our corporate social responsibility na unim say ye ne fel so ye ma ne ye kama ye ma ne je bam ye ma richimu bam ye ma nkenya bam wo ho bomodi afa ho bra behim si dia pempe na betua utu si dia pem na dia kanyina just nyanto boase bi ni nyina dia ma na emom kai so akwa ye fie die no ansa na oba eno ne ade a obese ye prerequisite bruni ne be kana say idea hia kese ne say wa ye fie die na wie no no aba ne ye no ahyase edisa ye nkita ho besre wa bomode na fetitifo human say bia wa chirichiri ni benche ye untumi ma ene de kan opensem nkyeremu bia bomode obi kura o te say ubetu 1000 Ghana cedis no say this is too good to be true besre wa ye no kre no kra yentimi ntram from mu eni ntro emfa nkyerem no kra utuase de apem no a wawie bibia ne ho abesan etua e de amaye bio utuase de apem no a asa bomode fetitifo human sisi a na wonzo aware in a grand style afi ebesi mu no enko yi mfama 0244 906 235 ana 0244 143994 eno ene numbers abetimi afa na wafre na wonso wababe pick registration forms for Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. At the end of the Happy Morning Show, your morning companion, somebody sent me a video a couple of minutes ago. And someone so now if you're there, you can actually project that. Now you have the course, so it looks as if visibility is very poor, very, very poor. Look, this is from the person's front seat. Yeah. You cannot see anything. And if you're not careful, visibility is very poor. Very poor. And also the contractors, when you must say any bill, as because also to ensure fog mixed with infutro. And I think that it must be taken a critical look at because we want to hear. Dimisamo mo nam pokwase nsamamu ekwane so no. Misramo mo na mo ya na mo ye ahweye ewo na enra o say whilst we were talking about eja eto Zango Lane eno no na eja bi nso ato Kaswa about 10 shops and na eja edem ewo Kaswa eno nso ehye whilst we were doing the news and ye happy kasiebo no na ehon so eja ne dere gidigidi and oko Facebook ewo ho ohia water tanker ensuo na omo etwam ho I think they were attempting to douse the fire one person omo dum eja no we'll have a conversation around that because within 2 days Zango Lane Kaswa yemusam kakra na yehwe dia ekoso and I know say 10 shops there amount for beshiro medwapa there papa amount for beshiro medwapa there papa enti ye de obi biara ne ho bom mu no yema ne yakọ ansakra ansa ne edin ensem no enko but we'll go to the central region because since the central region ensem ahodo ekoso the edimu ntintiman pa ene ensua eho akwa atwe Ghana Water Company Limited say no esign galamsey illegal small scale mining ekoso nti omuntimi enya the right quantity the right amount of water was omutimi edema womo Elmina Cape Coast and in Potamo and that is a very big issue as we speak now because enra yen central for ahodo bi no mu womo ewo infinite mantemu na womo ne womo eti sabia no etwetwe nkomo no womo se enye kra especially when they say ya na man no mum no ho akere because women will have to go and find water for the home but yanko Kaswa ne Bernard Bentum reporter ewo central region Bernard enra enwere ne yante asempa ede potin ni siye boyemu
98.9.
Hello Bernard Otimenka, good morning. Number to Apumboko there.
Hello.
Bernard Apumboko ho.
Mini Altiminka.
Meton Kapa.
Okay. The Edikan and the Pedi, I'm checking for you and no Biachi, and from not from my team, Kaswa to be precise. And rather, if you are Napana, could see you very a vice president and a TVP more Kaswa on him with our commission, a quarter and agents and drove when you are near the tree. And the air, Mary, you are Bema Copa baby at that 80 room. Adanya okupimu ewo ubumru ekwana edekwalam te edeko amasamano ta kwan so bibi the Ghana flag eno no ekanka so aho just shops bia ewo ho che carpentry shop a o hwe adwuma pa branche no ayewo kwa ene edem konya ne boarding any wood no boarding nya sempoto a ene eho material se owu na no ejatuma ni nyina asedwebe afi electrical shop bi so o eno so ejatom ana provision shop will be a so near a woman just who got shop in Ukraine and wouldn't be so nice in 8 years to drive any assured them be a Munchimo with the mind a wooden structure and so 8 years. And the shops Makuma Kobe, do and that is a whole kind of 8 years. Now, you can cook you more, whichever try to free between command on which I say, I didn't share and shall see if we shop back home. Number more day F5 7 5 where Bigisa Tona say more bana as or more tramonase. But who can come on near the treasure? Now 5 7 1 treasure or more saying Sikabia. I some 100 cities. Now, the movement to produce a deal and sign on which to Canada between Jano. I'm about to move to quiet, meaning said the eyewitness can quedia and the enter. Until you ever caught him, caught you ever Emma, only few more negative a Janet meeting to money. And they don't do your musha to say, oh, Jana. If you're not Jana, could you come here question? I say, a yard, you want some Bansana. Now say, put the four because you're free enforcement. And I'm free with your former, with your four buyer, tender no car tenders, no may be no show Mudu Jana. Jana go so Mudu Mante or Sanya, a difference who a do no. Just the also Mudu Mante no more than me. Ebwama omuku kunana edu baby na fire tender ba kunu every wager another year reinforcement na ba no na eja ato ntini ma se enye entem ena moye ya enka fire tender na ka na ba se bibi ja no eno so just se obi baby that say ada eja na wo ni na timi ekoto mu ana so de eno anka se bibi esina eye aduma no se machine na ya da buru so se akeki na ye and a whoop kind of cheap in the ties to baby no. A just 2 more and yes, or meeting again in Jamaica 5 tender now about say baby Jana so 8 years and the same other day and show Grana Motabano. More green in air, Kwan or 2 car. It's that you echo now for on Mushe and Omoye say, okay, the Paddy degree, not say, degree, not say, and the other say. Adiachisi honorable musician bit maybe piona tempo craving no bit in the support to ma obey in
but Santiano no manya say the member of parliament for Udusinya East Osanso minister for fisheries and aquaculture oba be pimo enoni entia manya
sir Nadia choose the other days over Baby Moa, BKB, Meso, Medimini Beji Trina, say Pink Clan, a better from Moa, make sure, me fantasy for our home.
Yeah, to me, one more, a drop a dear no, as saying be a ding como. One more, a tibiamu to saying,
Many Abema, acquire a hosem, papa. And the Ghana, okay, send your name up wire D. Now, I said, $1 no crown, no 18,000 that for no dinner now. Well, the then my raw materials in community to some of the end of my needs. So it has anybody now, for brand name, I use something to you, then could be. Nakashia would do, Yakashia, and the materials to travel for. Which can have a 4 year or the baby and yes, and put Ejatum didn't say, see them and so get them a pana, Shebema and Yasi, and Yadi Mama, and so it is a Obonia, then so by me, Abema, we have a and that, so now we visa who's in the waiting our kind of sausage and say, and Chibia, I know you this are a bois and Fufu market or Muslim, the Janber shows more. Military should be or more machines in the idea or the show massacre and Jennifer as I did the honorable to be to me at their friend.
As we speak now, the CIA can say, a year Jadum Ejuma Kono, Womu Ewoho, Uhumo, and as a woman at me, I could do Bianoa, Ejano etimi etoyeno.
Me see a Janish send my bag 6 p.m. in May. Mediately, more 9 to 10, and I'm in the floor. Sabra, when I say a Jan a Janavia, more Bobo, a 2 of my class. Yes, and you know, medium come off a Bissau, a dear potting a Sia, a Jano at the buyer. It's answer a one agent from one tray and say, but we won't say a Ebola dinner, one a Jano buyer. It also adds a dinner area whether a dinner beer was Bako. Na oye jman so da for no oye jman sa na ya muta for wa ni meter direct meter no epeja wan pem asem anhwe ana oto aso eye jman na agi wo ma di ja hye no e de ba ni me ni nyina ni ni de ye di ye jman sisi a ade pa so responsibility anya di ko ma so ni me ye bom a enso mo frame mo peni for original enkomode ni ntimi anya jman nti ana ne so ni di tiri arase omitimi abiti mu na ni ade potede eja na ba ni medi se member of parliament ni ba na de wono meeting dia see ni enani na yeso central wono ya ti bia beka e dia che yetifo
ora Bernard Bentum Bernard mama na wase na fo ani di akire minim se de waka se enye dan the member of parliament for Utusenya is constituency will be PM Hono. Yebesamba in Chambu na Yanu Edi Enkom. Mamela. Bernard Bentum, your reporter, Central Region, Kaswa, on Artisan and Nutrition, and Komo on Yanko. Let's stay within the Central Region because this is a bigger issue, a bigger conversation. And someone Yedi Hong Komo, Ewo Ejumadi and so, a 15 and Ra, and a Panoa Bepim and Ne, and a Payuguswa Yedi Hong Koma. And it's got to do with the fact that Galamsins and someone El Coso or may infini famu baby no. Ama and nay insure Nanka Ghana Water Company Limited. Womu etimi a sonny so edifa drobemu edikwa man for mu efiemu afiafiemu emomutimi enya bi ediye nia e wose omutimi ediye no. Ene eho akwatwe isanse ene no Ghana Water Company say number 1 e ka omobo ansa no matimi asone nsuo no so no akosoro. Number 2 nsuo no kura no they are not getting the required quantity and as nsuo no ni dodo no a wo mo ehwe no mu empo eno matimi asone so ama wo mo de afadro bemu edi akọ amanfo no mu efi ama matimi edi aye ne a wo se omutumi edi ye enra Central Regional Capital Cape Coast Elmina mpotem ho yene Ghana fo mo ho edi nkomo wo mo se ha wo yie papa ama nei obitimi ekokosei don hwere baako be miensa na se nan ansa no wanyansuo edi aba besin edi akofie ama woni na busua akwakonya bi edi aye ne a wo mo edi beye wonim se nsuo ni fie a edi nsem pii na eba ye nkwa homa ne so nana kwaku ahen wo infimfini mantemu nana the picture looks very grim. Say nan sem no tie ewo ho says na okra wo nsuo de
Monsieur.
Dize o de ono wo bu bia nsuo
Me de bia me wono ifere wono itu boho amen.
Okay.
You see boho water.
And you know use pipe borne water.
That be you see Ghana water for the
na omo use Ghana water for e de ni bi e wo Cape Coast eni mfimfini mantem nkruto ahodo bi no mu ono wo mo nsem no etisen
the fighting is already can have asem no letiko ema Ghana for you za okodo e wo finfima especially about Cape Coast and Epekema. You did to far back as somewhere 2004, 5, 6, 1. And about Cape Coast, I got some years in Yepa, and some years in. Now, about a Central Regional, and I say Western Regional, part of Western Regional, 2 places, and Ghana water for what treating, you know. Now, what about a 5th man to move for especially one of Cape Coast, KE, and I say Shama, Zokataka, and I will treat you. I want to say, human.
treatment plant. Now when we saw the Prayer River was the treat was for Cape Coast Metropolis, especially the southern side of Cape Coast, KE, and parts of Western and Shama, and as one was the moment. And about the northern part of Cape Coast is called Himalaya and Chesa. One river no so treat was one of that side near Kakum River, this of on the street river. Now one of what treat Kakum River was one is it. For now, Kakum River there is no Galamsey activity to do. And one of often or Grimaso water wet. One of Ghana water will treat Monsukoso. But for now, no, the larger quantity of water, Ghana water for treat was some part of Western and Central, especially Cape Coast South, KE, and as an A, such a human treatment plant. Oh, in a former president Kofo, who see is a ma or a Cape Coast, another Central time, and some years then Cape Coast Pano, which more share or see. In so what is it? Would treat one of no, I the Prayer River. Now, Munya, last month, Namoko, my colleague in the wedding was a crowd. Now, you be prosa. The Prayer River, but no crapunu. Nations in this Benyaye. Now, Ghana water for catch all day. What about answer with you a treater? And you want him because Galamsey activity so called on Sinomono. When you right from Chipra, so the bar was a one mother pimple post when you swing and you say. And see for now, no, woman see some irons in a par. I will Cape Coast, especially Cape Coast South, Key, none of the table, no, dear, half a gallon, zero, and see you go for a game. And Ogawayam will be taxi. But when I'm a private car, that offer video of Albania and she will to know about what I'm saying. Why woman is some irons in the Papa, especially one of the southern parts of our Cape Coast in Africa, because one sexual human water treatment plants and the water one treatment plants and one will provide issue. Now wasn't one for now Ghana water for Obaka and San with you know treaties, you know. Raman is some eyes and Yepa is a more evidence. This is a very summer.
My friend Nimubu, a quick my friend Nimubu. So the CIA Casano in Krotobaya and am I affected by a Ghana Water Company inability, say, Omitima in Shafa Drubu Media Comufin.
Okay, EFA, the south side the Mia Academia, and could be today, Adesa, the Sibuda, Bacano, Aquarium, Echo Oye, Amanfo, Ola, Echo Oye, Enitodo, and Echo Oye, Victoria Park, Troom areas, so then other from Elecopim, KE areas, Echo Oye, KE, David today in Control, and Oye. I'm one the 1 million, the Munkum commercial at Nanka Saban to Manazina. You see some years out, I had more yepa, but one will break at a pie as someone who hilly places and no one will walk. What's one than our cocodno?
Jomo residents, a war me poso cacrano, and Omodian Crade, and why the more. On Omodian, I had him by Duma, is you know, Ghana water for a pompano. Pressing because endorsement the president to me full before no ember will see somebody in there. I had the power more. I had the power more. I'm going for most also moved gallons near the most sunny about a public park a standpipe be no more booby at the court any idea. And we could also mean showing car Cape Coast South and Cape Coast South constituency. Almost about 90% of them are suffering from water crisis. KE, part of them suffer a water crisis. Northern side is not beginning because of Kakum River and the activity confirmed by the regional PRO for Ghana Water Company Limited. And I bani or say one day for now Kakum River there is no Ghana activity they are safe there. But for such a manner a bigger one there. Prayer River and the activities community are affecting our production of water for our customers. Chamfoniche, say, Yanfanesen of Chimuni Nano. And now he any Shuba. It didn't rebe saying.
Ushuma, even Cape Coast not the company make us say, I want to ensure and dying a day and for more money. Among Cape Coast not, meaning colleagues from we read media, we are on a platform. Ghana Water for platform, PRC for platform. Sometimes they complain. Among what Cape Coast not for the crown, among what he places in the company. Sometimes an issue and a day more. It's a Ushima do what's not say 2 weeks. You shall about
now to me, you need to know about
you shall about about some bad time. If you may ban watching until Obia calculated say I'm watching insurance aba because they are pressure and war the insurance on a panel. If you are watching Obia, then the who should know insurance ever. You go 2 weeks and that's a 1 week in insurance throughout the week in insurance about. Aha, and yet say they are 1 month and 3 months and 2 months, they be or 2 weeks and 3 weeks. About and say, "Bah, I'm watching over between you and be able to."
So, alternative source of water being and one more ensure what quatry at the moment. A woman you know use.
Alternative source of water for now. More most cases on a more boho, some mechanized boho, I had the machine tree ever from no, and most of them are more first or more. Obiso need trouble
now. Because also, if you're looking at data available, Oka, one of the poorest regions, a central region account. In the end, say Oka so most kind of proportion of most kind of as against one munis committee me, Edia Kutubo Nibino.
Okay, so me say, me developing community I develop and mobile one in I am confined university lectures, technical university lectures, and now on develop that area and see. Most of them mean now, and I want to say, many places I'm going to say, Ghana what and show enter Emba one in general, even though I will keep cruise not Emba in general. So more we developing a mobile most times before, but also developing most with 2 go first. Either say obey issue machine and I thought manpower, and we say two. No, we usually should get any man to repair. Now, if you are not connected, if you are man, maybe see, Sana is here and I, but you know, the Maori and Wakota machine at the Tusso. No, I cannot see a man, you wouldn't see a pipe, but I ain't Ghana water for pipe any year. And to mom, or more we develop it from the start, you know. That's what they do. Or more they get no more when you should the IOMO construction. Or more we are, then they turn it into pipe on water, and as a one machine at Tusso. I pump more with good polytank. And yet, aside that, you know, Uber goes not say in general. Most of the towns, you know, at bank, the Kakon River, because the Kakon River, I think the source somewhere from Aston, the Kuma, Bafa, Emmanuel, and the Marvel team of Cape Coast, but Anthony Kuma, that was somewhere they, so one more near close to the Kakon River, no. Another source of water, and it's a Mutumisa, or maybe Gary, a new Diana crowd, and near Eddie Diane, or maybe senior money idea. So these are the source of water. In California, but I'm more the southern side, maybe the southern side, they apple soy and chili. They suffer. Some of them they have to cross to the northern part of Cape Coast to come and get water. And I say, or more Bula, Bula, all those Libino, no market in Shady, my dear. If you should some higher this year, and I can't mostly southern side of Cape Coast, I'm one of suffer.
Nana, me no ase. You be do achi because I believe that when in penny form ho no din komo ebisa kwa me faso betimi e dia aso ano e dia ma e yetima mu form wo infimfini mantem. Nana kwa hin yen century wo infimfini mantem. Nana me no ase na do pe. Enti komo na ote no free central region omo infimfini mantem mu said ye ensem no ete no pra river nana mo akofato so na obi ahwebi Ghana for obi ahwebi we cannot go and blame Obroni we colonial master bia enka ho ye na ye tu galamsey ama insutene ye famu nsuo na ya sone so na ye dia kwa amanfo fie mu no nsuo no nyina ye poto. Now Ghana Water Company is telling us they are not even getting the required quantity. Nsuo dodo no mo hwe no matimi asa asone so dia kwa amanfo fie no mu no nsuo ni womunya ebio womu boka in purifying the water so almost on insurance so nenkane na nko mu use somewhere around 7,000 Ghana cedis and they use somewhere around 80,000 Ghana cedis inti se ensure no wunya bi wonso ensure no bo asan de ama we colonial master bi anka ho we enyo bi eno ofri eye Jupiter ba no be ya ne ye ensunsu anso no and ho a and the yasase ehunu bi no galamsey illegal small scale mining and ensunsu anso no but all that you need to know about the births and death registry and the Jumadi is bed and anapay name of Yunche Homreche Hoba. The conversation continues live on the Happy Morning Show. Moi Mode and Sem Ebaye say what was busa questions about births and death registry no and then Penufo, I be kai. So we have 95 days to go for elections. Happy FM. Yene yenuanamo yes sing kete say enkomoto fa abato no ho. Di mu edo de eto asumu de betimi aboa wo amwakwa akosi ginaye ene ye de bre wo no. Bo modern de achi. Akana baako aduokron enum. Na akana baako aduokron numu a mesere mo mienti ne ye. Dodo adwene toa amamu onu a yebu no. Ti ne ye abimem ha. We need not just elections but substantive democracy. We don't just need elections but we need substantive democracy. Dodo adwene toa amamu a ebitumi aboa obi biara eno ne yehwe enya abato enko a me enkomra yakoba empanyimfo akakraka atwetwe horo mienu etimanim ho na anopai na wusam bisa bia pese obi se bia no pacho ene akonya no ho wo send a message say why a birth certificate be busumi nsie no nzanka ye no. Your question will be answered when we return from the break. This is the Happy Morning Show. Young Cobra.
I was in a town. Na mensumenya bashemechi. Na mensumenya ni je o mawawe mu.
Akos, na last time I went to hospital no. Na wasi di airport na yewo.
Wasi me tube no mu asi. E na fibroid enso kakra. E na say, ochina say. Afi kra de ma bre.
Surgery so there. You don't need to undergo any surgery. Dreams Fertility Clinic. Yeah, Waterman. Community 22. Ekuta solution ni nyina.
Dreams Fertility Clinic.
Ane, wadi mfidie bari show moja ni nipadua mu. Ehuna de property. Yeah, hawo. Na kire aduro kura. Wonfama wa ebemu anyem. Womu nya chemicals asembia o UK any New Zealand abrofu bia wa biye wa habamem ene ye nduro no oyo ba wo tube mu asi wonyin sanya no wapon obra asizi ana emakora fibroid irregular menstruations tese bibia esi awo kwan de Dreams Fertility Clinic watolete
na ye mema nso
wasa low sperm count bema wa ye mbre wo mpem de ntimi nyina so ade ma board ye so ana kudam for Dreams Fertility Clinic 0597 225 389 ana 0599 555 220 and 0597 225 388.
Read your Bible, pray every day.
Happy Bible Quiz 2024. Asamba Bio. Happy Bible Quiz. Wujiri se wonim Bible no mu ye pa. Wonim de e wa twere kronkron no mu. Wujiri se ekon kan ye pa. Wujiri se wobetumi ene afoforo bi no mu ede ataso. Esi akan e wa twere kronkron nim de mu edi nkunimu ana. Wei e ya akwanya kese ayede mamu. Ye kradwe na fa ho bra be hye sa eni djadwumadie a desua ahyemumumu. Se de be ye besa twe ho aben onyankopon. Happy 98.9 FM. Ya ton sa frɛ ensɔre ene obi biara wo gidie se ne nim de e wo Bible anase twere kronkron mu no. E kon kan so fa no 2024 Happy Bible Quiz no mu masa akonya empa honko so beba beso wonim de e wo twere kronkron mu ahwe na wo se nya kyede akakraka e de aka ho bomodian bra be kyerɛ wodin na fa ho bra be hye Happy Bible Quiz no mu na be kyerɛ wonim de awo e wo twere kronkron mu obi biara na nigi ho no obetimi aba be fa ne form e wo Happy 98.9 FM so pentremu bia bomodian frɛ tete fa ho man 0245957852 Happy Bible Quiz, knowing Christ, Happy FM, Nimdia, Happy FM, any Jenkwa.
Happy Bible Quiz, knowing Christ.
Get ready to soar the skies of Rwanda. Business in Kigali, shopping in Johannesburg, or vacation in Paris. Experience our vast destination network and proud fleet and award-winning service. Whether you are a new traveler or planning your next escape, Rwanda guarantees unmatched comfort and a sky-spanning network. Book your next flight today at rwandair.com or reach us via email at sales.accra@rwandair.com. Call us at +233 0598 760 645 or +233 0598 797 194 or visit your nearest travel agents.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
God is no man.
There is indeed the wisdom that works, and this wisdom is not a mere mental exertion. It is the best and most effective way of accomplishing any task and the least stressful way to get mind-blowing results. We specially invite you to be a part of the Builders Camp Meeting 2024 to discover God's supernatural approach to every issue of life. Date Thursday 12 to Saturday 14th September 2024. Venue the Central Cafeteria, University of Ghana, Legon. Speakers Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Ishan, Honorable Sam George, Chief Engineer David Sichope Ado, Reverend Ato Edwin, Reverend Eugene Zuta, Dr. Eugene Esiama Bwedi, ESQ, Prophet Ebenezer Kunai, Mr. Big Godwin Mate, and Reverend Chris Edusei Jonko. Ministering in songs, Soul Group, Minister Edith, Minister Eshe, Minister Michelle, Minister Divine, and other anointed ministers. Host Reverend J. Marion. For further inquiries, partnership, or sponsorship, call 0233-733-444 or 0249-834-004. Partners and sponsors: YFM, Happy FM, Builders Incorporated, Geo Fortress, Rev App, Advil's Chocolate Shake, and many more. It's time to uncover from God's Word which way to go and how to handle opportunities for great gain. God bless you.
Happy 97.9 FM now to go so on file registration forms for Happy Bible Quiz, Asylum Down, Happy FM premises, or Brana, but dear Chiri, you have registration forms in the B. Miss Owa teaching Benjana on to me, more than so beat me a friend number 0245 957 852 for further inquiries. In Chiremubio Hubiano. Deadline for submission on 11th of September 2024. Happy Bible Quiz, Knowing Christ. No, I know they're back on American for their more angel drinks. Your angel cola, angel orange, angel mango, angel peach, angel apple lime. Nkwadanum panyininum adantemo kokra obia timinum bi na digu anum na bo anum ton dwabo bia se angel drinks anywhere. Na chere say dwabo no enye guy. It's produced by Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited. Angel drinks no so taste like our day. But more than to be cotton and move so 0244 83 22 86 and 0507 87 86 68. Angel drinks taste like our day. Mo wampanyim fo anim de form you know if you do na pay Salome Brima, Deputy Registrar, Births and Deaths Registry. Anna Christelle Deborah, Senior Assistant Registrar, Coordinating, Planning, Budgeting, Monitoring, and Evaluation, Births and Deaths Registry. Good morning and welcome to our studios.
Good morning.
Now, okay. Now, I know, sir, more Birth and Deaths Month.
That's right.
A lot of people have heard about the Births and Deaths Registry. We know, say, an institution that's created by Emra or Memo. But what more do you do? Because a lot of us are eager to really know what more you do. Because you can't say birth and death. And somebody gives birth and then quickly you're going to register. What else do you do?
Okay, so good morning to your cherished listeners and viewers out there. Birth and death, we do more than just birth registration and death registration. Yes, birth registration is important and the death registration is important as well. Apart from just sitting in our offices to take the information from the applicant or the public, we go out there to do education.
Okay.
We educate the public on the importance of birth registration and death registration. Why you should register your child when the child is born before he or she turns a year, which has so many advantages. So apart from the education, we also go to the communities. We see our local or traditional leaders. We see our religious leaders to have communication or to educate them on why they should also help us or assist us to get the information down there to the community. We have population register project, which we may touch on briefly. Population register project is just mailing for the communities. We go into the communities, we see the traditional leaders, the assemblymen and the rest. Then they give us their volunteers. We train them on how to collect the data for us. This data is not only about the birth or the death. It's a whole register that is for the community. It's either at the chief's palace or the place that they want us to keep the register. So the volunteers, they know the community members. So we have a baseline. They register all the households or they register the people in the community. Whoever comes in, they record such a person's details. Whoever goes out of the community. If you give birth today, they record it. If someone should pass on tomorrow, they do the recording as well. So our officers go back to the community to take the information from that community register. So it's not solely for birth and death. When the community want to do something for itself, they want planning or whatever, they rely on that register as well. So the chief or the assemblyman of the community will know that, okay, I have X number of people in my community, and maybe in 10 years' time or in 6 years' time, X number of children will be due for nursery or KG. Therefore, they will make provision for that. So it's not solely for birth and death. So we go into the community and we do other things as well.
So going into the community, I would want to find out, how has the reception been like over the years, you going into the community and trying to, establish this form of relationship with the communities to help you build these registers? Has the reception been that okay for you so far?
So far, so good. Most communities actually welcome us when they know what we are actually about.
Have you ever faced any opposition when you happen to go into a community and you're trying to explain things to them?
Yes, not on all occasions. Yes, some will tell you that we are not interested in birth registration. We are actually interested in what we can feed on today. But they forget that when you register your child today, it brings you more in terms of amenities. You get schools built for you, you get water, because if I know that I have X number of the community members who will be due for school, apart from school, we need recreational centers for the kids. We need other amenities. So if I register my child today and I know the community have that figure, it will help them more than just giving them money today. It's not everybody that will get the money today that will invest it.
Sure.
But when you register your child today, it's a great asset. It's a great information you are giving to the government as well. Apart from the government coming into your community, you can assist yourselves as well. So if you're able to build, let's say, KVIP, yes, I know I have 10 people in the community. Then next year, I'll have so and so number, because more people are coming
in
due to the community register project that we are running for the communities. They'll be able to plan ahead. So if I have 6 people today and the 6 people happen to give birth tomorrow, how many people are we having in the near future? So that one assists all of us, not only birth and death or the government. The community itself benefits. So apart from the registration, getting the birth certificate, education-wise, your birth cert is there for you. Employment-wise, when you are coming to do electoral commission, let's say voting, that elections that is coming now, we need to know how many people are going to turn 18 in the next elections. If you don't have birth certificate, how are you going to plan for those people? So employment-wise, you need your birth certificate. So we are out there to assist. So it's not only sitting at our offices.
At your respective offices. But do you feel that you've been given that, needed recognition, the kind of role that you play in planning and development? Do you feel that the births and deaths registry is given that recognition?
I would say...
Oh, Deborah, you want to take that?
I would say...
I'll add a bit,
Yeah, I would say we are not really out there yet. The way we want the public to receive us, the recognition we really want, I don't think we are really up to that level yet. And that's why we are happy that Happy FM is giving us the platform this morning. Exactly, giving us the platform this morning to get to the public, because we know your coverage is quite, it's wide. So we are grateful. So it's not only about the government. We have other stakeholders who are actually pushing us. And we'll be glad if the media can really, really assist us. Yes, we will go out there, but it's not everybody that will listen to us. It's not everybody that will be able to welcome us. But when you put it out there, maybe there's a way that you polish it. Not polishing to exaggerate, but you let them know that, yes, it's not only about the birth certificate. It's not only about the death certificate that you take. It's about what it will be used in the near future. That is the most important one.
That's the most important. Deborah, who do you work on?
Challenge the world. We have not been received as we expect.
Okay.
Challenge, but in poor one say we have run these operations at largely using mass registration.
Okay.
And no ekawum. It was a yedisika area musend you be reachy hard to reach communities.
No.
Na kwako ye say e baba ye nsane say ya nya omumba. Into every year, no, some of the communities will have to wait for us to come before they move to go and register. However, you are drinking or minus drinking.
Okay.
Or my share mrafo from my yadi juma. Na adiaba kwa mwe di amaye and say yen use notification. Into sa notification no their institution biara was taking what we do. We'll have to now inform us of all these events that we are registering, the birth and the death.
Okay.
And one thing we need to add, there's an emerging operation behind the Amaya and so I say a fetal death. That one too will be starting by next year.
Okay.
To register and then get the baseline. They need to notify us now. Baby to say Ghana Health Service, we are privileged. The notification form I share maternal and child health record book. In this notification form, no notify on all births that occur within their facilities.
Okay.
Including even maternity homes and even the CHIPS compounds and all that. Now,
this information in mama.
Okay. Now, you follow up a complete registration.
Okay.
The other one too is they will notify us on all fetal deaths that will occur within their facilities.
I said no now must say influence busumi di animu masha share the danasi afiance na mba be
notification they are chassis.
Okay, masha notifications now. Okay, so all the stakeholders as you see are no registration in the account be no. Maybe on be they need to notify the best and the registry.
I don't know.
Okay.
Nemo no training na ya chassis ama Ghana Health Service for no. Ya ye TOT. Training of trainers and mawom. Akasi yebe call down near yaye training ama omo ye adwuma nkasa of facilities no. Nti no be sure say afi be kwa wi de near no mo nya wi. Nti afi ebe simu de ye hope say challenges we wo na nkrofo be train say yebe bansa no ma be register no. Yebe clear every
Minim sir, I think 261 MMDAs near when you're doing something in some of these MMDAs, and I understand that there is going to be a mop-up. What are you going to do? Is it the same as you going into the communities, or that this is a different project? Because it looks as if you're doing a lot. But why is it that you don't call us to come and talk about all of these things?
So the mop-up is just to help register the children that were not able to register.
Okay.
As he rightly said, we have to move for the registration to be done. So the mop-up is simply helping us to get all the children that were not registered when they were born. And mind you, registration at birth is free of charge.
Registration at birth is free of charge. But
so registration at birth here, let me explain, let me clarify it. Registration at birth simply means that I've given birth and I registered the child before the child turns a year.
Okay, so registration at birth, etrese wawa kodano, no wako register kodano, and son with their fit. Pacho muntie ni yo.
So
Emfa oba wedi afe baako ene bosome baako nkonko gina wo say eye free. Mesero tie ni ye. Registration no eye free no. Say wa wo abofra no. Ansa na abofra no bedi bosome dumie no eye afe baako no. No register no. Odi eye afe baako no da baako kura ye bejew.
But we prefer if they register the children within 3 months. It helps us a lot.
Okay.
So the registration at birth, we give you the pink birth certificate. That is the actual birth certificate.
Really?
The pink one.
Okay, so then my children
People
have some.
call it local birth certificate.
Yes.
Please, it's not a local birth certificate. That is your actual birth certificate.
Okay.
The green one is the certified copy that will give you afterwards. It's just like your school certificate and your transcript. Your school certificate comes with your course, your name, the courses that you read, the year you completed, and the institution. Then your transcript gives you more information.
Yeah.
So that is the only difference. So it's not that we have international and the local birth certificate. And the pink one is forever. It's not within a year. You've seen 0 to 12 months. That one is for our internal controls. It's not for the public consumption.
Okay.
So when they see the 0 to 12 months, they say that, yes, after a year, I can't use the pink birth certificate. It is not true.
Oh, so after a year, you still can use it?
That is it. That is your birth certificate. So the only thing is the certified copy gives more information. So when you get to the passport office, they'll tell you, bring the certified copy. The embassy will tell you, bring the certified copy. It doesn't mean that you should go and do a new registration. All they are telling you is, take the pink one back to birth and death and get the green one. So whatever you have, the entry number and the other things that you have on your pink one is the same thing that we are going to give you, but the more information that we have in our records. So as soon as you turn 1 year and a day, it becomes a late registration.
Okay.
Technicalities and legalities set in. So if you bring a child to me who is less than a year, maximum of 3 to 4 days, you get your birth certificate for the child, because sometimes you have to do proxy registration. If you walk into the health center where the child was born and the officer is there, within 10 minutes, you have your birth certificate, the pink one. But as soon as your child is more than a year, when you give that information to the officer can't give you the birth cert over there because of the technicalities and the legalities. They have to forward it to the district officer, then from the district officer to the regional registrar, then to the national office. And affidavit and other things come in. And that one is not free of charge.
You'd have to pay.
Exactly.
Well, is that the reason it takes a bit longer? Could that be? Could that explain why?
So if the law says you register the child within the district where the child is born. So if I give birth in Zabzugu Tatali and I'm in Accra, and I walk to the Accra office or any of the offices in the country to do late registration, that officer can't register the birth certificate for you. He or she has to do registration by process. So they have to send it back to your district where you were born. Then they will work on it. Then you go back for it. So that is one of the factors that delay the late registration. But if you go to your district to do the registration, it's faster and quicker than you doing the proxy registration. And we are pleading with the public to understand that you don't need to come to the national office to get all your birth certificates done. National
you don't
office.
need to come to the national office to get all your birth certificates done.
Go to the closest or the nearest birth registration office in your district or your community. They'll take care of you. When it's late registration, you bring it to the national office. Registration by proxy will take some number of days or weeks.
Do we have district offices of the births and
So
death
we are in all the 261.
261 districts.
And we are in the sub-districts. Sub-districts, those are the communities. So we have offices in communities, we have offices in the districts, and we have offices in all the 16 regions of Ghana.
And if you gave birth in the eastern region, there is no need for you to come to the national headquarters
in Accra.
In Accra to come and do your registration. You
Not
can
at
find
all.
the regional, you can find districts.
So if I give birth in Kufuridia has quite a number of registries. We call them registries. Those are offices. So stay in your community. If you don't have any office in that community, go to the nearest within your district. You got your birth certificate done.
Happy 90.9 FM. Well, say there be I catch him say Musian there na mo be say Musian. And say ya dia ba. Mo free zabzugu tatali. Swa mo ho a de begun kran say mo ba be bet set no mo nko zabzugu tatali. Ya be ya mam ho. Mo free sakapia me kurom ho. Nchim ho sa no. Tiwia ehia wengu kedwa so. Eba eyen kran krodium say mo ba be mo bet set no. Monko Etiwa East, Monko Brim constituency, any day can hono. Na monko ye mo birth registration no eho. Na menim say juma bebre no na births and deaths registry no one of the things that Yedi Hunkomo has got to do with the mop-up in the 261 MMDA some person omo ntimi an register kwada ntimi an register no. They are going back to do the registration again. Apart from that, this month yesu was mo birth and death month no. Then she say na mu dia gu akwan mu pesi because this year am biebi mani so ne me person become honey ejuma.
So bosumi actually bosumi bia esombo pa mayen. Esan say afibia no ya de September siho say birth and death registration awareness month. Na ya try say ye be rura districts ni nyemu na juma e wasi yedi send be ya obia beti ne ye na se no yetimi aye enu achi no so ye wura mu so a ye de ye nyuma no eben ye nkrofo no send be ya obia bibi owo ye no obetimi aye nti ebiti say fresh registration ye 0 to 12 months no can say ye ba ye bo mo pono anu a yetimi ye e wo ho ma wo mo obia timi sa kan sa birth certificate ketwa na ye kan. Apart from that, late registration, be mpo na wuntimi emba district no emma meye. Ye ben wa yetimi eji ebwa eyesa nyema nya ebi wa ye wie no kra na ekojama local PA systems na wo various communities na emma omo ya announcements emma nkrofo obeje. Na ni titru ni say ye pese nkrofo hu say birth and death registry ewo ho. Na mo ndwuma ye die no ehu nya say ombetwen yen say ye beba ansana de woso omo ye no omo aye sa data ye gi enkankan ni nkwala na ye gi omo de no eboa ma oman no etimi hyehye nyema se na be ya communities na nya omo benya bia no omo timi nya ye registration for omo the bedrock of all data ye gi omo aye se ye nya birth and death rate data obi antimi ngina so building ni data being it national identification authority being it NHI omo akanyi nya no. They need our data for them to do what they need to do. It's yesterday, you can say, Omo register mofra na, Omo train me, no muma, young sa, send your bear or mind beckoning.
Say, you can say, you register mofra na, Mr. Moa, Munina Monfam, so Obana any birth setter, or more than a copy man, because the bedrock and TSU, the bedrock of all data was in your mind has got to do with the birth set because it tells us the total number of people. I wo mem kwada ye wo mu kwada mu free mu mpanyufo a omo tiase mpanyufo mu free mu that will help us plan because we big enough and as we big enough population is no make projections for the years ahead any day ka ho nyina be ho mu ni adwuma e kra ka ho bi but how mu collaboration with other stakeholders at saying
okay. So before I come to that, September is special to birth and death because the first Ghanaian child called Chuchu was born on 1st September 1912. She was born in the morning. Then by evening time, Chuchu passed on. So Chuchu had her birth certificate registered 1st September and the death certificate registered 1st September as well. So that's how come September is special to birth and death Ghana. And we still have Chuchu's data. So
Chuchu's data is still there?
Yes, we have all the data as back as 1912 to
1912.
Yeah. So if you want to check for your grandfather, provided he was registered, we'll surely trace him for you.
I need to come and check for my great grandfather. Is that Deborah? Please help me. Why? Because I need to come and check for something.
Oh, you will have to.
Happy 90.9 FM. Also good so Jumedi and the Happy Morning Show. In just about, let's say, 5 minutes, I'll let you calling. And then question be our biano, you can also ask Mpanyinfoya and Yenumudi and Komo from the births and death registry and anope. And a lot of education on Diamay and anope. And again, Yen repeat say Abofrano owner between the first month and the third month. I do so beat me a register no. A free first month to the 12th month, a free. The subsequent month in a kind of idea between Sikakra. A biomamenka will say you don't need to come to Accra to come and do your birth certificate because sometimes you're there and we will be calling, oh, boss, when you move your bit me birth set, mame. Why else you're in Pusiga? How do you want me to do your birth set for you in Greater Accra? That's why sometimes it takes about 1 year. Because also your data will be in a queue. Because you're not for the go to the nearest registry in your district. Now, Kokoye or birth registration. But would you say that?
So you asked about the collaboration.
Yeah, the collaboration is very critical.
Imrano a decentralizing Jumana right to the district and the sub-district levels.
Okay.
Into the first on the list, all the MMDs. Yani omu edin kuta unsa na ebe ya ejuma no ebe ko anim. Enu achi no ye wo other institutions bi so eboaboa ye nkakra. Ba ko a ono ya tena mefa ne se ono di afebo. Any UNICEF.
Okay.
Is say mbofra ho adwuma teaching no mo ye. Nti omo nso ene ye adwuma pa. Ghana Statistical Service. Nyaye ye nya ye wi amra ne se ye report to ye bibia
emo na
omo nso ma oman ni hu ne ekoso nti yomu nso di nkuta ho pa se ne be ya ye nyema ebekon ye wo funerals mortuaries and funerals agency anansen so omo so aba on board ye yomu nso ye nyema faith based organizations and ahemfo se ne minua ba no edi kankai omo nya e on board is an say baby a ye du no death registration no so hu nya yempa nti ya start to anamon say obi biara owo bibi ka e wo owo hu ana say ni registration no ye betwe aben say ye be ya be hwe kwan ye be fa so a ye be improve e wo death registration no so ye share death registration na compared to birth registration no wo form.
Oh, death registration no form.
But interestingly ye study who say across even Africa no we are even doing better but wo form. I was say you try say you be call your name. Inti you starting your mooding town.
What seems to be the issue?
Nya hu ni say as ye bibi man mu hai. Obi wu na say ni nsem nhye den ni bisa no a. Ye nhye den di akire say ye kwa koye ni record ho adwuma. Na mu na ade a ye nso ye hu ni say enya say bia ni nsem wo bibi nti. And there was over. Ye nya nkofo bebre a ebia ni papa free mu oyobi nso aniti ye. Wako school e was say Otwani school so scholarship biaba. Now so mostly no tia say scholarship ba near can say the child must be brilliant and needy. The needy aspect is where they are asking you to come and justify say then they just you
needy.
Now needy ni say me papa free me mama so ni ho. Na then now the be dia dance say be papa free man na so am free. Na na abusuafo yi e di abofra wiam. Nti ebedu sa amre na waye no so ba be ye no. Na e bia ye ntimi ankoboa no. Nti enya se bia wo so nsanye kan bibia na se bisa bibi biara ye ye no ye hu se nipa free mu kura nipa hu nya e wo se ye hwe na ye to nipa no achi yie se ye be ya.
But is it expensive to
just
do
like
the birth the death registration?
Just like the birth registration, the first 14 days are free. Now we have some staggered amounts are yet to enu baby yakra. For instance, up to maybe 1 month and free. Even Mrane say could see 1 year free. Could see 1 year.
Could see 1 year free.
Bibi ketu ebi na betua.
Okay.
Now so I was also making sure say ube register ansana we see nipa.
Ube register ansana we see
nipa no.
Unya no we free mu.
Unya see nipa na so oba so be register. Eho na illegalities, any technicalities na minua be ka no ebi nso be set in. Nyama yebeka say koye bra no anhwe a
legalities bang, technicalities bang, cause Madam Oboswa legalities and technicalities. What are these legalities and technicalities?
So,
for example, with birth registration, and then we move to death registration.
So for birth registration, as soon as you pass the 1 year line, one, you have to go for affidavit stating why you didn't register the child at birth. That is one.
Okay.
Then you have to go for declarations as well. There's a form that you fill and you go and declare as well.
Okay.
So you have to go through all that before we can register you. That is what the law says, not us.
Okay.
So that is for the birth. Then for the death, as soon as you bury, if the person passes on today, you bury today, it becomes late registration. We call it late registration because the person is already buried. So now you have to proceed to court to go and do affidavit or attestation. And doing that affidavit, the next of kin has to bring us affidavit. The head of the family and any two principal members of the family will go for joint affidavit. Then if the person was a Christian, you have to bring us order of service or a letter from the one who officiated the burial service. If the person was a Muslim, after the affidavit, you have to bring to us a letter from the imam who took care of the service as well. If you're not okay, then you have to proceed and get a letter from the chief, the one who gave you the land to bury. Because it's not everybody that comes to birth and death to do death registration or late death registration that is telling us the truth. The person is alive, but they want the death certificate to do something, to claim something. Therefore, you have to prove to us beyond reasonable doubt. So we are saying that come and do the registration, early registration for both birth and death. It helps you and it helps birth and death as well.
Well, calling 0551 563 0555 657278. Numbers are between my friend. Your questions are welcome. What about a bebondia ama a year anu no about to ofra one question pena wa akunya so bebusa emusami no busami no me you afra homa so yenko ha na ye monitor to good morning din be afrefi
Peter we bad pap adena one question
yen monitor yenko
we imona wule from United States of Kisema o nko to we yenyomo
president yenko
nti yenyomo ambacho mita tupe
uzaba ko
mbacho eye tupe mbacho
ule busa tu mama akonya busa tu yenko
mbacho so mu kwa omujai omuno mamaye that is one. Oi yenu kwata nye question no
there be no your request today you be kono so
mbacho omujai omuno mamaye na one mbacho adentina omunni online portal instead of everybody to come to the office or a nearby office no the global United States say unye do ha say e ko dom unye bi instead no mu be online portal to me aye registration no e online two adentina mama goro boys omu ye best no mu charge you 500 Ghana cedis 400 Ghana cedis mama sa kwan no e na nkofo ne yi say man adentia.
Okay. Well, yeah, me that's it. Imano Auli, dia o de buy no. Question ha yanko. Good morning. Didn't be afrefi.
Good morning, Siva.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, on to channel.
Yanko pandum now so.
Midanyamiasi. Yeah, me chia for na our studio. Me di Prince uncle.
Prince uncle yanko.
Ablikuma. My apply for best settler money back. In fact, 1 year plus near 2 years. Ukwa, you see when you're ready. Ukwa, you see when you're ready. Up to date.
Bano on way.
What say?
Oh, Banaway.
Accra
Hefa.
Ablikuma.
Oh, your registration, whatever.
War headquarters.
Okay, so there has been an answer to your question.
My brother Bakusu.
There has been an answer to your question. Oranku, we will repeat that particular answer in the question. Mamino Wasi, thank you very much. Oranku free Ablikuma. Yanko, good morning. Didn't you be afraid? Malamidi Tabora Lajin Pacho Mintio.
Wentina ya wa ma ya fresh ko ya no
Malamidi do some reading ho yanko ya crowd it you
because did one am from bisa no omo nya eya no aka ho asem mi she mi ko ya district o me district ara mo kan asem no
o ko ya district
e wa me district ya me ti o kwa antiku a omo ho me ya ma wa o ti anya su chum o kwa antiku a They are my or minimum CD, you will be for me. They are making it your friends, Israel Namava.
Okay.
What you acquire, more. And the cache. It's your program, you see program interactive. Into your my focus your programs. No, I am my program. I'm kind of control.
Mate.
That's it.
And until I feel you. Malamidi. I don't know, 0551-563-916, 0555-657-278. Obit me afraid no abam na wasem bi say wo birth and death registry and anopa yeniomu na twetwe enkomo. If you have any question to ask Mpanyufo yeniomu atnas yeniomu edin komo, you can ask those questions. But remember Mpanyufo edimwaye aba to the questions aba. I think one of the issues has already been dealt with. Say DNT or no DNH because he's moved all the way from the district across the region and national. And then but the question having to do with not having an online portal for people to easily apply for a birth certificate. What do you say to that?
Okay. So your online portal Juma. Obi biara opese or inquire bibi ifi ye hono ebetimi akọ www.bdr.gov.gh
www.bdr.gov.gh. Okay.
Until you betimi edi juma wo. But ni woman say what we do is civil registration. Say uti me nua be yi a. Nkofo bebre ba ye nchen a botaye pa omwo some the be registration no ebia na nya adwen pa na etechiri.
Okay.
Inti untimi ntra sa virtual line so enye complete registration expect say ube wie na bibi then you will have to interface with us.
Sure.
For us to be sure say nipa or your registration or ni o catch ye na ye no kre. For us to also proceed with the necessary investigation. I will say ye answer ye.
All right, Ebra, hold on for me. There's a caller. Yeah, I'm picking. Good morning. Good morning, Frefi.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
I say Michael in Catholic Spintex Road.
Michael, Spintex Road. Michael, but you mean to Wadarma?
Okay, me person be some say I'm the command about 90 yeah, would be 2 years and also after 1 year near Kaju, but since now I'm moving also my never for now be Kaju as your own so the price now would you
okay.
The same price maybe I would be 2 years, even 4 years, and not 10 years because and the commission moment is 6 and the Yanya. It's the same price, they are the corner at the same year because they're going to never know. My price in the ring, they are
Great, Michael from Sprintex. Mike say opese who prices no say abofrano atra the age or go register yanka untuahwe no the birth and death registry ebeje. But the question having to do with Goro boys intermediating and charging exorbitant fees for a birth registration. I want a response to that.
Okay. So as though that birth and death registry is allowing the Guru men and ladies, because the ladies are also into it, to interface. Why should you walk all the way from the house to birth and death registry and decide to give your information to someone at the gate? Why do you have to take a car all the way? Let me use our national office. For instance, you take a car all the way to Shashi bus stop. You get to the junction, then they will ask you, are you going to the birth and death registry or you are going to the NIA? Then you tell them you are going to the birth and death registry. They tell you we can assist you to have it within 3 days. Then you give your information to that person. When there is a problem, then you know that there is an office called birth and death. It's not that we are aiding them to do it. We are pleading with the public to rather come to us. Don't transact business out there. They'll tell you they want it 3 days. We can give it to you. It is not every 3 days birth certificate that you have out there which is coming from our system. So why do you have to go and pay that amount whilst you can come to birth and death registry? Give us your information, then we'll take care of you. So we are not encouraging them.
Okay.
And apart from that, we are also trying our best to reduce their activities, even if we can't eliminate them completely. So what we are saying is, come to birth and death or go to any of the birth and death registries to do your birth certificate. Don't give money to people out there Don't just go to online and you see any number or any website and whatever, then you transact your business over there. That is why we are giving you what belongs to Birth and Death Registry. So, Birth and Death Registry, now when you go to some of our offices, we are trying to get it to all the offices. We have jingles and other things that they are playing. We are educating the people. We are telling you where to go.
Some of the jingles on my show.
So we surely bring your copy.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm not having one.
So we are educating the public.
I'm not upset though.
Oh, no, don't worry. We'll sort you out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because we know you are going to help us to get to the wider population. So Goro boys, yes, they are there. Goro ladies, they are there.
But you're trying to minimize
their activities.
So
what we are saying is, when you get to the Birth and Death Registry, even if you enter the yard at the national office, do not give your information to anybody standing outside. Walk into an office. Give it to an officer. Get the officer's contact number so that you can do the follow-up. If you can't come to the office, start the process online. We have online portal. You can do your payments over there. But when it's above 1 year, after the payment, you have to do your affidavit, your declaration and everything. When you get to the court, whatever amount you pay, we don't come in. When you come, you fill the form for declaration. Whatever money you pay at the commissioner for oath, we don't come in. We take your receipt. There's even a desk for those who have already done the online payment. Now, even if you give an officer a physical cash, that officer can't process the birth set without going to the portal to do the payment. So whatever amount you give to the Goro guy, if you give the person 1,500 or whatever, that Goro guy will go to the portal and do the registration, bring the certificate to the Birth and Death office. So why do you have to go out there and give the money? Go to Birth and Death office. Give your information to an officer. Do not give your information to anybody standing outside. See the person seated. At least, if you are still not comfortable, ask for proof. We have ID cards.
I think time is fast spent. Deborah, you want to come in quickly on the issue of the charges?
Yeah. And then, if I didn't, I'll plead with him. We have a client service point. I'll bet me a call. Na omashe no mwedi jumana man. Okay. If I line into client service ni 030 4941 228.
0304941 228.
Yeah, into okay. Na fees no.
But just somebody be my wadama.
030 4941 228. Okay. Na and online, we call your platform, so your websites now. There's another one there with me use. Okay. And here 030 3914 229.
Okay.
030 3914 229. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to say fees no. Yen say a buying edjumayefo. You knew kwan say your Jessica.
Okay.
If he amount for. The woman say Ghana.gov and the Jinema buying a G Juma yin whisker. It is all per fees now. Or the best Ghana.gov. Kobebia ube looking for agency no Birth and Death Registry.
You see the charges.
Ubu charges a wonya a dorsal. Okay. Make us a mebo or
and it's been insightful, eye-opening with the Birth and Death Registry and nano pay. A year, Mami Salome Ibrahim, a Deputy Registrar Birth and Death Registry, Danny Crystal Deborah, Senior Assistant Registrar Birth and Death Registry, and womu a babetana say any woman and como. Ya point is I was a producer to minkra. Cut it. I'm cutting it. But I cannot cut without a picking 30 seconds of your final words before we go.
So we want to tell the public that we are on Facebook as well, Birth and Death Registry Ghana. We are on Instagram, BDR, GovGH. Then we are on Twitter, BDR Ghana as well. And we also want to show our appreciation for Happy FM for hosting us today. And if Sefa can please call offline, I would like to talk to him as well.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. It's been a very, very fruitful conversation this morning with the birth and death registry. Now, pay and penny form by me. I'm not say, minim say, Bibrinan, yes, and yeah, sorry. So, Yamfa and I see the entire production team headed by Rise Die. Yamfa and I see the digital team, technical team, news team. Say, boy, I made you mediano. A bread for me. I'm the Jumedi who cham your friend Quajo Sifa down Kwa. Nyankopon channel between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. We'll meet again and have fruitful conversations at Ebeboa, Edimpuntu, and Nkoso. Aba. Nyankopon Shiramunyana. Yazaraso.